killed this shit. We killed this shit.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How y'all doing out there today? We're back. We are back. You know what it is. In the four corners of wrestling. We here, baby. We live. We in the building. It's Sunday. You know what it is. Yes, right. In the Four Corners of Wrestling podcast, in your earlobes, live this Sunday morning. What's up, everybody? Let's not forget, once again, this is the 613 Faye Productions. So go ahead and hit that like, that subscribe, and those notifications so you can know when we drop on a new show on the air. All right, I got my boys back with me. We got Mad Max in the building in the black corner. Mad Max, what's good, bro?
What it do, good people? It's your boy, People's Champ, a.k.a. Mad Max, a.k.a. Mr. Simonium in the building, ready to put in this pain and get this work.
You know. And also, y'all know he's back. Hollywood, Mike T at the gold corner. What's going on, man? My man. Hey, and before we get started, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we put family first on this 613. So we're giving a shout out to Mom Dukes. Mike, hey, heard about Mom Dukes. Prayers going out to her. And prayers going out, you know what I'm saying? Our mother, mine, and Mad Max mother, wishing y'all a speedy recovery. We love y'all.
Indeed. Blessings go out to both moms.
You know what I'm saying? My mama. Gotta say in that pop voice, my mama.
Right.
What up, my mama? You know what I mean?
Mama D.
Love for mom. Love, mad love for all the Mom Dukes out there. You know what I mean? And the fathers, you know what I'm saying? But this is Women's Appreciation Month, so hey, mad love to all the mothers out there. All right?
Facts.
So, fellas, we had a long week of wrestling, man.
Yeah, we did.
We had a long week, man. We got some tops to go after. We got some appreciations to give out because, man, let me tell you. Oh, and another shout out, Quabo. If you're listening, brother, get well, man. We love you, dog.
Speedy recovery, Holmes. Bounce back with us.
Hurry up and get back, man. You trying to take your 2-week note. You trying to take some time off, man. That's all you needed to say. You ain't had to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
You say you went on vacation. You in Cancun somewhere.
He went to WrestleMania. WrestleMania would be this week, for real. So he down there.
Hey, Kim, no bull. It definitely would have been.
You're getting ready, popping bottles. Better not be playing hooky, Quavo. Hey, we wish you a speedy recovery, though, brother. So, jumping into this week's show, we started off with Monday Night Raw, all right? And we got the almighty champion, Bobby Lashley, all right? But here was the card for Monday Night Raw. You had Miz versus Drew, which Drew came away with the win. Lana and Naomi versus Dana and Mandy Rose, which Dana and Mandy Rose came away with the win. We got new champs as the New Day defeated the Hurt Business. And then AJ and Omos came out and challenged them at WrestleMania. So we got the New Day and AJ and Omos at WrestleMania. Okay. Then we had Damian Priest getting the win over Jackson Riley. Then we had a match that never started with Shane and Braun, and Shane straight, oh my goodness, embarrassed Braun out that jump. Then we had Asuka versus Shayna Baszler, which Shayna came out with the win. But hey, Asuka, we're going to talk about that, man.
Receipts.
Right. Then you had Matt Riddle getting the win over Mustafa Ali. All right. Then you had Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley. And that was a stiff-ass match. You know what I mean? That was a stiff-ass match. So we're going to go around a square circle, get everybody's thoughts on this right here. And man, it was something. It was something, as Quavo would say. It was something. But Hollywood, what was your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
It was better than it was better. It was a good show. It was a decent show this week. Not gonna say anything negative really. Well, no, I'm lying. Um, uh, let's kick this bad boy off the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Shane McMahon, my man Shane
Say no Mac.
Shane O'Mac. Man, if he's gonna call Braun a doofus, a dummy, stupid, retarded, whatever he calls him,
Not intelligent.
not intelligent, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. I never thought that I would be entertained by a Braun Strowman and Shane feud, but Lord have mercy, I'm entertained. Listen, everybody keeps saying that he painted Braun green like the slime from Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon
No,
slime.
no, I don't think that y'all peep what he did. He painted him green to make him look like Shrek. Remember, Shrek was dumb.
Big dumb ogre.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Hey, dog. That's another way to
man.
definitely look at it. Okay.
Yeah, bro, he painted him like Shrek, bro, and he looked like Shrek. Oh man, until it dried up, it looked kind of sticky when it dried up. When he put the fresh paint on him, oh man.
He should have had a third bucket out there.
See, listen, I'm usually the petty one that, like, all right, man, like, I dig into the storylines and I dig into the booking, and usually I'll be like, man, how did he not know that he put that paint under the ring? Like, how did that paint stay wet the whole time under the ring? I would have been, tedious and all that type of stuff. Listen, I loved it. Bobby Lashley, of course, man, loved what he's doing out here doing, man. Bobby Lashley, well deserved. WWE, if he loses at WrestleMania, I'm telling you right now,
we riot.
a lot of us ain't gonna watch no more.
Riot.
We might not. We're probably not gonna stop watching for a long time period of time. But we damn sure probably ain't watching them next 2 pay-per-views. So, do the right thing. Keep the belt on Bobby Lashley. It's great to see. It's great to watch. It's amazing to watch him. Asuka. She finally looked like the Asuka of old.
Mm-hmm. Ruthless with
Boy, she was about to give that real curb stomp out that thing, boy.
She wanted to knock some chicklets down her throat for real.
Listen, bro.
Okay.
Listen, Asuka, they've been booking my homie. That's my home girl, Asuka, man. They've been booking her wrong, so she came up to the main roster. Finally, they got her booked aggressive because I got tired of when she started just kirking out in her language. I got tired of that because it would look corny. Finally, they got her. They booking her right. I do not want to see Charlotte Flair and Asuka at WrestleMania.
No.
But that's probably what we're going to get. And yeah, what else happened? Randy Orton didn't throw up this week, or that was another week. He didn't throw up this week, did he?
Nah, I think
he didn't.
Okay. Oh, AJ and Omos.
Yeah.
AJ and Omos. We finally get to see Omos in the ring.
Finally.
At first I was kind of, at the first glance, I was kind of blown. They took the belts off of the Hurt Business. But then I looked at it in a different way. Omos and AJ are heels. They didn't want to have 2 heels going against each other. So the New Day could afford a loss at WrestleMania, or the New Day could afford, to beat the Hurt Business, and it doesn't make the Hurt Business look bad. So I wasn't too upset about that. I'm pretty sure they'll put the belts back on the Hurt Business at some point. I think this is just a stepping stone to get Omos, up to par. Because Omos is kind of like Jade Gargale. You know what I'm saying? Except we see him every single week. He don't do nothing. He just stand there being big and tall, which is cool, And I'm loving how they slow building him. What else happened? Oh, Rhea Ripley's coming up soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. I love Rhea Ripley. She's pretty dope. What else happened on this show that was pretty? Bad Bunny, my man, my compadre. ¿Qué pasa? You so cool, man. I hope. When you first came in, I ain't gonna sit up here like all the rest of the haters that hated on you just for no reason. But I didn't know who the hell you were. Well, I knew you.
Same here.
I knew who you were because I remember the Snoop Dogg commercial with you in the Road commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it's Bad Bunny.
Right.
Yeah.
Playa.
It's Playa.
Yeah. So I kind of knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. I don't know. I still don't know any of his music. I didn't even know he had a song called Booker T.
I knew that. That was like the only thing that I knew about him, and that was probably when I got introduced to him. Because, I'm like you, I didn't know who the fuck he was. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate on him. You can't hate on somebody that you don't know nothing about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But
so
I like him. Just please, because I'm sure you're going to be in a match at WrestleMania because they damn near promoting you like you on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out there and perform. Whatever you learn at the Performance Center, man, learn it, soak it up. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. You look like a wrestling fan. You look like a genuine wrestling supporter. So more my props to you. You took a
guitar shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. R-Truth. Listen, we don't give R-Truth his credit enough on this podcast. Every single week. You realize R-Truth ain't take a bump in like 3 months?
Right.
Nah, facts.
And he finds a way to be on the show and be very entertaining. Hey, Paul White, you should take notes.
Message.
Right.
But yeah, man, he's very entertaining. He's very entertaining. How he got his belt, how he got his baby back was great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was about to give up the Stone Cold. He did give up the Stone Cold
memorabilia
for the belt. So that was pretty cool, man. Raw wasn't it was boring at points, but it's a 3-hour show, man. So you gotta take that into consideration. And yeah, man. I mean, I think it was a decent show this week. I'm still trying to find stuff to talk about, so that shows you that it wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad either. So it was a step up. I think they listened to the show because they knew that we are the pulse of the culture. So, good stuff, man. Good stuff, WWE. I'm happy that you guys listen to me and the rest of the guys.
Well, one thing I can definitely say, I'm totally convinced that they are listening. So, hey, shout out y'all listening. Cut the check. You know what I mean? Bad Bunny for me, man, that jump was crazy. Him taking that guitar shot from Miz. It was like it threw me off because I was like, okay, let's see what happens. We're going to take this shot and be like, all right, that's it, fuck this shit. Or is he going to dive deeper more into it? You know what I mean? So I'm glad to see that he diving deeper more into it. The little exchange between him and R-Truth in the back was hilarious to me. R-Truth celebrating 316 day on 315 was fucking awesome. And going back, and I'm gonna get your thoughts too, Matt.
Amazing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing, bro.
And if you don't know, happy belated 316. But just the Shane and Braun, the match that never got started. Like, you know me, it's the little things. So when I seen Shane go and grab the camera, and I ain't see no wires on the camera, I was like, oh, they had this whole shit set up. You know what I'm saying? Put the paint under the ring to the camera out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Really? And then he hit Braun with the elbow from the top turnbuckle on the table. Mm-hmm. So, man, that was like, yeah, okay, I see. So, what was your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, Matt?
Shane does not fear death.
Oh, hell no. You see, Vince be having to call it back.
Like, come on now. That's the inventor of Coast to Coast right there. Like, first person I've seen jump from one end of the ring to the other with a chair in somebody's face and just, boom, put his whole body on the line like that. And then, back then, he wasn't even really dubbed. Like, he was a wrestler, but you didn't look at him as like one of the, he still had like, that son of the boss type shit going on, you know what I mean? But, Shane earned his stripes, man, for real.
Definitely.
Like, we're going to say that for another appreciation week, you know what I'm saying? But as far as Monday, man, it wasn't too bad. It was definitely, you know what I'm saying, a step up from what we saw in prior weeks, you know what I mean? Definitely had a decent number of matches, you know what I mean? I think we had about, 6 matches this week on this one. So that's not bad. Drew and The Miz, come on now, we already knew how that was going to turn out. Like, The Miz should have just stayed in the back for that one. But it's still entertaining just because it's The Miz and it's true. And Miz is another person to me who really doesn't get enough credit, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, because he done put in a lot of work, man, over the years.
Preach.
This guy done came from the real world. Told Bama's back then that I'm going to be a WWE champion. And this Bama done came and ran the globe twice. Look, so get props to him.
And the only 2-time Double Crown winner.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant by ran the globe twice. Like the 2-time, done ran through them all. The hell every joint. But
anytime you can get a shout out from the current champion, as soon as he wins the belt, that you put in the work, hey, that's saying something. Like Bobby broke kayfabe to give Miz some roses.
And I don't mean to cut Max off. I don't mean to cut Max off, but remember the first time we ever seen Miz on WWE TV? Remember when he was doing the little
first match?
Not the match. Remember when he was just the dude that came out and was talking and he had the mic. He was like, I think
the 1-800 collect dude or some shit.
They were doing the Diva Search.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he had the number written down on his hand. And he still messed up.
Hey, kill. Nerves.
No one could have told us back then that this dude would be who he is now, except him.
Nah, facts.
Except him.
Exactly. And he believed in himself and he made it happen, man.
That's why I gotta give you mad props. Mad props, Max, for pointing that out, man.
Right. Anybody listening, man, hey, if you want to go out there and do something, take this guy as an example, man, and follow his lead, because he did the damn thing. But moving on to the show, that whole Braun and Shane shit, oh, man, too funny, dog. Like, it's funny that Mike said he made him look like Shrek because he kind of did when he stood up, dog, and all that shit, which is just like this big ogre-looking motherfucker. Only thing was like the humpback, the Notre Dame
clothes and everything.
Right, like he just green, bruh. So that was funny as hell. Like I said, you knew that shit was a straight setup. Like, come on, they just got green slime laying under the ring like that. Like, come on, man. But I already had a feeling wasn't no match going to take place because I already felt like there's a pay-per-view hype building up for this. I honestly thought they was going to wait till WrestleMania, but shit, they going for this tonight. So I can't wait to see this and what happens, though, because you don't call no big motherfucker like that stupid, dog. And he did like
over and over again.
Right, you know how Randy Orton used to have that shit when he tell motherfuckers stupid. Like, nah, Shane did it better, dog. Shane embarrassed the fuck out that man, dog. So yeah, Shane, say your prayers and eat your breakfast, take your vitamins, how Kogi used to say, because you're going to need them tonight, homie. R-Truth, representing for 316 Day. You know what I mean? That was dope. You know, man had lunchbox, the actual belt, all kind of shit. And then, the fact that he was able to trade all that just to get his 24/7 baby back. Look, what was it? 25, 365, 20, I-95.
I-95, 7-Eleven.
I can't keep up with that shit, dog.
TV.
He be killing me with that shit every week, dog. Like, you got to give Truth his props, too, man. He came a long way, dog. Mr. K, quick. I see you, baby. Lana, Naomi, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and, average little match or whatever. I'm loving, what Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke kind of got going on. It's almost like they're trying to throw them in. They ain't no almost. They are throwing them in the title picture. Now, are they going to win it? Probably not.
Hell no.
But it's still right. It's good to see a new tag team in the picture for once because they've been showing the same tag teams over and over. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do the whole Charlotte and Asuka thing, but I ain't see that going hardly too far anyway. You know what I mean? They had to do something to push Charlotte back in the picture, so I get it. But New Day, they done got their belts back, you know what I'm saying, just to probably get ready to lose them to AJ and Omos at WrestleMania. Because I feel like, we'll see. I'm excited to see Omos finally get some in-ring action, too. You know what I mean? They been slow building them, like Mike said, so it's cool. My man went from being a doorman in Shane's little underground fight club or whatever.
Right.
So look where he at now. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot can change in a year.
Right. They definitely giving my man a slow push, but a good one though, a good slow, because he's still in main events. You know what I'm saying? Every week, damn it. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. Mike basically said everything I was going to say about Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking what's going on with him. You know what I mean? They got him teamed up with my man Damian Priest. I've been a fan of Priest since I seen him in NXT. You know what I mean? Like, I've been following dude. He all right with it. And if they do it right, he could go pretty far too. I could probably say maybe, U.S. champ, you know what I mean? Something like that or whatever. We'll see. What else? Now, the fact that we finally saw Bad Bunny get some kind of physical action, you know what I'm saying, for all the weeks he's been here, it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He got his little rocks off on, Elias? You know what I'm saying? Stole his ass. And hits him with the guitar. Boom. Now, the fact that Miz didn't break the guitar, though, the guitar was supposed to break, man. So it was still a weak
right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how you
just heard that loud ass thud. It was like thud. So that's how I was like, is he going to quit?
That was a real damn guitar.
Right. That's why I was like, is he going to quit?
Swap them joints in the back. You know how they got the prop guitars and they got the real guitars? He hit that man with a real guitar. He switched that shit. The way he said, this motherfucker.
He's like, we gonna break his ass in good tonight.
Yep. Right. we gonna do to him and show Soulja Boy what he's in for when he come out this motherfucker.
No. Bad Bunny walked so Soulja Boy can crawl. Because if Soulja Boy ever steps foot in a WWE ring,
they're going to annihilate him, dog.
He's going to crawl out. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, right. They're taking him out on a stretcher.
They're going to annihilate this dude.
Yeah, they're taking him out on a stretcher. Have the ambulance
on Twitter. That's entertaining.
And when I see it, I'm going to hit my Snoop. Good night, Irene.
Hey, bro. Go, stranger.
Lord, has someone please call 911. Right. Oh man, go ahead, man.
I got it in my head.
Hey, dog. Right. Man. But also like Mike said, Rhea Ripley on the way. I'm loving that. Like, I'm loving it. I actually called that a long time ago. I'm like, she's definitely going main roster. Like, no question about it. You know what I mean? I knew that from, what was it, last year? She fought Charlotte Flair or whatever for the belt, and Charlotte beat her and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew then, she's definitely going to hit the main roster.
Mm-hmm. She's the better version of Charlotte than me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Both too tall as hell, muscular, get it in, like that. Leg kicking the shit out of motherfuckers. But yeah, Rhea got more of a, I don't know, to me, I'm not going to say more personality, but she definitely got more something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what exactly it is, but I'm rocking with her the strong way. I can't wait to see what she do.
You said it right, personality.
More personality? Okay. I mean, true. But, being a daughter of Ric Flair, you got to have a lot of personality to top that. So if she got I could kind of get to her, you know what I mean? I agree with it. But I just can't wait to see what she do on the main roster. I'm excited for that. She's definitely a future women's champion, hands down. Alexa and Randy. Oh, man. What's going to happen tonight with that? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just ready for this whole little thing. Like I said last week, I'm ready for this to be over. I'm just ready for the Fiend to come back already. You know what I mean? Like, the whole playground thing, her whole persona is cool. I like the demon persona and all that, but the whole blood, like we said last week, the old Ultimate Warrior gimmick with Shango and all that, like, come on, that shit was boring then and it's boring now. So
don't give me all your stuff on this one, because we're going to talk about Fastlane later. So
right now, facts. I'm Riddle and Mustafa. That's mediocre. It's entertaining to see Riddle. Period, though. Like, I like his backstage antics and him on the mic and all that. He's a good wrestler. I mean, his matches lit too, but I enjoy watching him more with the promos and all that. Like, he be tripping, dog, especially with this little scooter that he got now, dog. It's like his new toy or something.
I ain't gonna lie, I hated that shit last week, but I loved it this week.
Yeah, they kept it short and sweet with it a little bit. They did it a little better. Yeah. Sheamus and Lashley. I mean, come on. That's Sheamus and Lashley. You got two big buff stiff motherfuckers and shit.
Man, that was a stiff ass match. That shit went to the cage for a second. That shit went to the cage for a hot second, boy.
You said that, Marshall, too. You definitely said that this week in the chat as soon as that match came on. Look, Sheamus, and I'm not going to take Sheamus seriously until he get his old music back. It's a shame the game. Until he get that old until hey, we all have a friend. So it's more so Marshall and Max's friend than my friend because I don't hang with him as much. But y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Y'all remember that epic day we was roasting each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where's he? How's he been? Sheamus.
Oh, hey, chill. Hey, Sheamus, if you listen to this, what up, nigga?
What up, Sheamus? What up, nigga? Rudy.
But yeah,
hey, so one thing I will point out, even though this was still bad, this is probably like one of my favorite jokes. They was in there going at it. I want to go back to the Shayna Baszler and Asuka match because let's be real. If this was AEW, they would let Asuka do that.
Oh yeah, she would have definitely lost a tooth. Like Shayna we would have saw a tooth fly.
Like, yeah, she like, had her damn mouth on the buckle. Right. Mike, I think that's what you was pointing out to where you're saying, like, this is the Asuka that you wanted to see because she was Rulier. She took the L, but she was like, man, fuck that turnbuckle off, mouth on the ring, and about to stomp on the back of her neck. But that's the real person.
I thought Asuka won that match.
No, it was a DQ.
Did Asuka win?
I think it was a DQ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a DQ or something like that.
Asuka took off the joint.
Yeah.
No, I thought she did that like afterwards though, because remember she won, like the match was over and then Asuka went back to whooping her ass again because they tried to jump her, but she got Nia out the way and then started beating the shit out of Shayna after the match.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember who won the match. I just remember that.
I think Shayna Baszler won off of DQ.
I believe Asuka won that joint, and then they just tried to jump her after the fact. Because
I think Asuka won because she wouldn't let go of the hold.
But Asuka kept goddamn knocking Nia out the ring even during the match. Like she came out like ready to whoop some ass. She did not play, like Mike said.
Right.
We saw a ruthless Asuka this week, man. Like we hadn't seen in a while.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think she had broke the 5 count when she had her in the corner, and that's why she got disqualified, and that's why Shayna Baszler won. And then that's when Asuka went off.
I have to go back and check, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that's what happened. I think she did get DQ'd.
Yeah, because she was going on. So that's a match I think they should push to WrestleMania. I don't want, you know what I mean? Like they should have Asuka needs to go in and like you said, Mike, come back with that old Asuka and go in and straight demolish somebody. Like
that was the match that was supposed to be last year for WrestleMania. It was supposed to be Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler and Asuka, and I know we gotta move on from Raw, but Shayna Baszler and Asuka.
Yeah, we'll move on to this.
Them two are the last two NXT women that was like dominating NXT. Before Asuka, but after literally right after Asuka, that was Shayna's when she took over, and her run was just as vicious and as big as Asuka. So they kind of did the same thing, and I agree with you, man. I would rather see this type of I want to see them in a WrestleMania match, kind of like how we wanted to see AJ and Shinsuke. That's kind of like the level I want to see. I would rather see Shayna because I think they wasted Shayna so much, man. I think they wasted Shayna so much.
Nah, definitely. She could have been like the female Ken Shamrock for
real. Yeah, or female Brock or something like after Ronda Rousey or something. You know, she could have been like the next Ronda Rousey come in fucking up shit, you know? But
right.
Now she just
that little thing they had with her and Becky, they totally destroyed her with that. You know what I mean? Like I was not a fan of that, her biting the neck and all that shit. I was not.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
You know what I mean? That was
turned her into a zombie right quick.
When she went downhill. But the thing with it, what sucked with it about it was, it wasn't. And you, I mean, you know, a lot of times we blame WWE, but Becky was so fucking hot that if you would have took that risk on Shayna and you failed, then you lose Becky. So I get why I get why Becky, you know what I'm saying, went over in that. Pretty much in that feud and why Shayna wasn't booked. But I wouldn't have never booked her with Becky in a period. I wouldn't have booked her with Becky. I would have kept her away from Becky as much. I think WWE gets themselves in trouble because they really want to do the 4 horsemen versus the 4 horsemen. I mean, the 4 horsewomen versus
women.
Yeah, they want to do that match at some point. I think they should have kept them apart instead of having them feud with each other. I think they should have kept them apart until they was ready to bring back Ronda. And the other two, because, all 4 of the 4 horsemen women of MMA are in WWE. The other 2 are in NXT. Until they were ready, I would have kept them away because we already know the 4 horsewomen of wrestling already. Bailey, Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky. We already know they ready.
Right.
We know they can carry it. Whenever Ronda's ready to get back in there, that's when I would have pulled the trigger on that. And I would have had, you know what I'm saying, I would have had Shayna against somebody. I would have had Shayna beating everyone else except Becky, Charlotte, and that, and you know what I'm saying, like that. But, you know, it is what it is. She's a champion, so at least she's a champion. We can say that.
Okay. All right. So before we wrap Raw up, Matt, give me your final thoughts and how would you rate Raw?
Final thoughts? Overall, it was a good show. You know, it was a decent Raw leading up to the pay-per-view tonight. You know what I mean? I give it a 7.5.
7.5, all right. And Hollywood?
I'm going to have to agree with my man. I'm making it quick and brief. I agree with my man. 7. I would say 7, but I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Okay. All right. 7.5. And I'm going to give it a 7.5, close enough to an 8 because, like I say, that main event, that Sheamus and Bobby Lashley match, man, that Jones, yeah. I got my money's worth on that one.
Yeah, it was a stiffer, but they got it in.
Right.
That spear, how he finished them was nice.
Yeah. Then you had the Claymore. Yeah. All right. So next, we had Impact. All right. They didn't catch Impact because it's kind of hard to catch Impact because it's on, what is Impact on, Access or something like that? But we had a good showing. You know, I'm pretty sure that Mad Max had a good time because his girl Jazz was on the show. But we're going to go down the card and get everybody's thoughts. All right. So the card for Impact was Finn Juice got the win over Triple XL. Rhino got the win over Jake something. Rohit Raju got the win over Shira, however you say the name. Then you had Tennille Dashwood, Fire and Flavor, Deonna Purrazzo, Susan and Kimberly versus Jordan Grace, ODB, Jazz, Havoc, Nevaeh, and Elisha Edward, who got the win. And then you had Sami Callihan getting the win over Trey McGraw. So we're going to go to our new resident Impact man. And Mad Max, what was your thoughts on Impact?
I mean, it was all right, man. It wasn't too bad. It was... From what I
like seeing your girl Jazz out there? Did you
you know, if I see my girl
Jazz,
you know, it's like, all right, it's a good thing for me on that. You know what I mean? It's cool. But but overall, I mean, I'm still kind of like, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm still kind of catching up a lot on what's been going on recently in the Impact world because I have kind of fell back a little bit. But from what I did see, it's like, all right, I'm already starting to put these puzzles together. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's Impact and they do got some of the people they do got, I give it a chance, but they still got to work their way up my list for real. Like I said, seeing Jazz on there, seeing my boy Rich Swann, you know what I mean? He the new unified champ, you know what I mean? Doing his thing, just got done, you know, had to work out with Moose to get that. And, you know, that ain't no little dude. So in order to get that, it's like you had to put in some work, my homes. But he can't work on his mic skills just a little bit. Like,
I've been saying that.
Right. Like, he needs some help with that, man. Like, he need to go holler at The Rock or something. You know what I mean? But it's cool. You know what I mean? Dark Dallas came out, you know what I'm saying? Pulled his cards a little bit. Whatever, whoop, whoop. I see my boy Zack Ryder out there, you know what I mean, holding it down. You know what I mean? It's good to see him. You know what I mean? Still in action somewhere.
Matt Cardona.
Mama named him Zach. We're gonna call him Zach.
Right. I know him as Zach, goddammit.
I'm sorry. Vince named him Zach, so I'm gonna call him Zach.
Right.
Oh man, anybody hit you?
I see right. I see the boy Ace Austin, the new X Division champ. You know what I mean? All right, okay. You got a few competitors coming out there trying to stake their claim, of course, including the man he just beat for that. Like I said, Sami Callihan got the win against Trey Miguel. You know what I'm saying? Now, Trey Miguel, he all right, man. The dude was all right. It was actually a decent match. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I was going to say the same thing.
That match actually wasn't bad. You know, dude was a high flyer, man. So I always can get down with something like that. You feel me? But the goddamn, what was that first match? Juice Robinson and David Finlay versus Triple XL or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that one dude on Triple XL, bruh, dude is built like a fucking house. But the nigga about as agile as Samoa Joe is for a big dude, right?
The other dude look like Jose. The fat one.
The partner, not the super one, but the other one.
Yeah, the other one looked like
Okay,
Jose. That's what I thought
yeah.
it was. I was like, what the hell is Jose doing at Impact? He really
Hey,
taking his wrestling
bro.
This why he's not on the show. This why he's not on the show.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
I said, what the hell is Jose? He taking this wrestling shit too serious, man.
No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got the Good Brothers came out there attacking after the match. You know what I mean? And then they had like some type of what was that whole Matrix promo? Did y'all see that shit? Like all I could think about was the Matrix when I seen it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, they had to go in the office, holler at Tommy Dreamer. Oh, yeah, shout out my man Tommy Dreamer too, man. I didn't know he was over there like that. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I ain't seen him in a little minute. Like I said, Rhino is still out there goring the shit out of niggas. You know what I mean?
Rhino, please.
It's good to see that.
Right. I was going to say the same thing about Tommy Dreamer.
Right.
Well,
Tommy Dreamer seems to be like I don't think he's wrestling over there though. He's like an office guy and
like
shit.
Triple H. He wrestle every now and then.
Right.
Don't even need to do that.
Twice a year type of thing.
You don't even need to do that.
Rhino, he's retired.
Ken Shamrock too.
Right. But overall, I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I see when I said Ace Austin is the new X Division champ, he had to beat my man TJP for that. Now, I'm a TJP fan. I ain't gonna lie. I remember dude from when he was in the 205 division over there on was NXT or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? I always wondered, where did he go? Like, he just kind of fell off and disappeared. In my book, I ain't see him, but for me to see him on there, I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm definitely glad to keep up the Impact a little bit more. But it was all right. Could have been better, but definitely got my attention a little bit. I'm going to see what they're going to do.
All right, okay. Hollywood.
I knew what I was going to say, but now I had to switch it up. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say this much. TJP, since my guy didn't know, and I'm going to have to be, I'm assuming most of our fans are African American. TJP racist.
Is he?
As hell. What?
Oh, man. What? Oh, man, you got plenty in the direction, man.
Yeah, just Google him, bro. Just Google some of the. First of all, he's an avid Trump supporter. Like one of them joints. Like, put it like this: I forgot which one of those police shootings happened, and he like, if he would have just complied, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look into this because this is news to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? TJP, is this true, Holmes?
Yeah, man.
If you listen, this is true. Yeah. Come on, dog. I rock with you, homie.
Yeah, me too.
Don't you got some shit to answer for.
Me too.
Right. Don't make me have to goddamn,
That's how I knew. That's how I found out he was in Impact, because I've read I read a lot of the dirt sheets. So I was just reading the dirt sheet one day, and it said TJP controversial comments, and I'm like, where the hell he been at? I'm like, it's an Impact wrestler, TJP, and I said, oh, that's where he was. And then I read the shit, and I was like, oh, let me go on his Twitter. And then I was just looking at Black Twitter kill him. So yeah, he one of them. But other than that,
oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the education, brother. I'm gonna go definitely check on that.
You know I got you, bro. I got you on that, man. Other than that, man, I'm gonna say this: for the second week in a row, I've watched Impact and been impressed. But it makes me think: was I not impressed because in the beginning because I was watching Impact again? Because they've been putting on, these last two shows have been pretty good. Impact, I don't know if you need to buy some fans or some of that Tony Khan money and put some fake fans in there. That's the only thing y'all are missing. Because y'all still look like WWE as soon as the pandemic happened. Mm-hmm. Like when WWE didn't have no fans.
Before the Thunderdome.
Before the Thunderdome. It's just boring. That's the only thing that y'all are missing. The first match was Finn Juice, of course. I study. I'm not a fan of New Japan, but I study New Japan, and Finn Juice. And it was dope that they're taking the belts back to New Japan and having a run with New Japan, because I get to see my man Tama Tonga get to go against him. So yeah, bro, that's pretty cool. Good Brothers, and I just said New Japan. You guys haven't been good since New Japan. Like, it just doesn't, it's not the same anymore, man. And you could tell that you guys are reaching. Like, Carl Anderson, dude. All right, you got a hot Asian wife. So what? We known that since New Japan. Like you ain't got to keep telling us that, bro.
No bullshit. No,
That's
that's
just.
fact though.
It's starting to sound racist. Like you know
It's
what I'm
almost
saying?
like, yeah, like how the white off white, how they always say, "Oh, I got a black. I'm not racist. I
Yeah,
have black friends."
I have a black
yeah,
Oh,
friend.
I have a black
I have a
friend.
black wife.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Or you just having sex with an Asian woman. Like that's what
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's starting to sound like. Like look at me, I'm a white man having sex with an Asian woman. Like, dude, it's kind of corny at this point, bro.
Right.
And I
Like, who gives a shit, nigga? Just go do it.
and the thing is, the thing is, their gimmick has always been corny like this. But it's to the point where it's like, okay, it's not funny anymore because we've heard you say it 50 million times. Like the first times I heard him say it when he was in New Japan and Bullet Club, when he was saying it then, I thought it was funny, even though I didn't even think about the racist aspect of it. Dude, it's 2021, bro. Like, we're in a totally different time period. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, people are being a little sensitive, but at the same time, maybe some people are being a little bit insensitive to people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, dude, shut up. And Gallows, Lord have mercy. Please call CM Punk and come back and be in a straight edge society. Because you are boring. Nerd. But anyway.
Right, yeah, I hate that shit, though. Like, the fuck?
Something, and again, I agree with you a lot on Max with the show or Impact. I agree with you so much that a lot of my praise I was going to come in here and give, I got to take back. Rich Swann, listen, bro. All right. First of all, congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Mhm.
From where you came to when we first seen you shucking and jiving to where you're at now, congratulations, bro. It's a big thing. You know, people can try to downplay it as much. We downplayed it when we first started this podcast about Impact and the impact that Impact has on wrestling. But you guys played chess, not checkers, and you guys out of this whole AEW and this Forbidden Wall thing, you guys have really benefited the most. You and New Japan have benefited the most from this. And I wanted to say to you, congratulations, Rich Swann. All right, now here comes the bad part. Your promos, you do really good, and then you do really bad. And it gets like, oh my gosh, like, it's like you're trying to be, okay, it's like you're trying to be three people in one. You're trying to be, when you do your promos, it's like you're trying to be a wrestler. It sounds like you're trying to be a cool, hip black dude. And then it sounds like you're trying to be a gump black dude. Like, you'll be like, I'm the champion because I worked hard. But you know what? And I'm like, what? Where did that come from? Or I'm going to go to the rebellion and I'm going to be the champ, the double champ. And then we'll see what's up.
Like, bruh. Nah, fact. That's why I say he definitely needs some mic skill work, man.
If you just stick to one script, you'll be fine. And I think that, you know, in the mind of black people, and especially in wrestling, I know that it's a conscious thing that we're not champions, mainly, most of them, not world champions at least. So in the back of their mind, I know in the back of his mind, he's probably fighting that too. He has to represent for us. But dude, just be a wrestler, because when you sound like a wrestler, you sound like money. You know what I'm saying? When you try to be hip and cool and all that stuff, nah, that ain't. Your dreads do not show hip and cool, bro.
Facts.
Your dreads
that nigga halfway on his way to Lil Wayne shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Having a piece of fish in his hair.
All you gotta do to be Lil Wayne dreads is just freaking dot him blonde.
Don't do them.
He hasn't done his dreads since the Cruiserweight Classic in WWE. So,
and if you continue not to do them, they're gonna be like Lil Wayne. Yeah, like you said, die on blonde.
Yeah, I mean, like
yeah,
your dreads represent the struggle. So be that guy, man. And Don Callis absolutely ate him up. He killed him. He killed him. We know Kenny Omega's gonna win now. I mean, we've been saying this on this show. We've been knowing Kenny Omega was gonna win, but Kenny Omega is definitely gonna win this time. He made him look like a stepchild.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was trying to point out.
I did this for you. I did that for you. Now look where you are.
Chris Bay, I like Chris Bay. I like Chris Bay. I did not like the segment with Matt Cardova or whatever his damn name is, Zack Ryder. and Curtis Hawkins. I didn't like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that segment. It's boring. It's just like they was in WWE. Like certain people should not have left. Certain people should have just kept getting that check and doing what they're doing because it can't be that much more fun doing the same shit you're doing right now.
Right. But at least you were doing it on the main.
They were doing it on the main
you was
thing
at the
on
top.
WWE.
You was at the top. That's what I'm saying. Like WWE, you was at the top of the mountain. Like at least you were there. You took a step back and do the same shit.
Their backstage segments are the negatives about Impact that I don't like. Like those backstage segments with them, with Matt Cardova or Zach, whatever his damn name is, Zach Ryder, pissing me off. Zach Ryder, whatever. Those backstage segments, it looks like Raw. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. All their rooms backstage just happen to be white. Ain't no color in their rooms. It's just all white rooms.
Right, and it wasn't even that long. That shit was like 20 seconds or some shit like that. It was a quick jump.
Impact was good, man. It's getting. I guess it's growing on me every week. All they need is some fans. They got a respectable champ. He's earned my respect. And yeah, man, it was a good show.
Okay. So real fast, what would you rank it?
Oh man, because I don't want to sound like Jose, but I'm gonna give it a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Okay. Mad Max.
I'm gonna go with Mike on that one and go on a 6.5 aspect, maybe even a 6. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it could have been a little better, but it wasn't the worst thing. They is getting better. And I remember the hype they really used to have about 10 years ago or something. Like they was really trying to compete almost with WWE at one point. They get back to that, man, they be gold, man.
Okay.
Well, they're never getting back to that. That's not happening. That ain't going to happen.
So that's a done deal. That's a done deal.
Those days are over,
what they can do is exist like they've been doing, but they can exist with a good product.
Look, tune in Wednesdays as we talk about old school stuff and how they used to be. All right, moving on. All right, so last week I made the announcement that, I was going to watch NXT, and I did. And guys, I got to tell you, I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? Finn Balor, started out. And, Karrion Kross came out, with his girl and everything. And then, Arnie Larson and Danny Burch came out, and they had like a little skit and promo. It was interesting. I'm like, okay. So the card went as Dexter Lumis got the win over Austin Theory. Then we had Legado del Fantasma versus Fandango. All right. Then we had Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai got the win over Zoe Stark. Then we had Marcel Barthel, who lost to Tommaso Ciampa. And he totally looks different to me with the hair, it's crazy. Then you had LA Knight, whatever, versus Austin Gray. And Knight got the win. And you had Danny Burch and Oni Larch getting the win over Karrion Kross and Finn Balor, which we seen the return of my man. And I like that. Now that the UK champ, his name slips me right now. Mike, help me out if you will. Walter. That man right there, Walter. I like him. Yeah, Walter, I like him. Like, that dude, he looked like somebody that I would like to see on the main roster because I just like his character. You know what I mean? I just like him. I like him.
He need to stay where he at because if they move him up, they're going to kill him.
Yeah. And you know what? We had a discussion about that before, so, okay. Like I said, this is my first time coming back to NXT, so I can see that. Adam Cole would be the same way to me if he goes to the main roster. He's just
going to get too much. They like Adam Cole too much.
They'll give him a push.
They're going to give him Shawn Michaels push.
Yeah?
I could agree with that.
Yeah, they're going to give him. Okay. Now, I don't think he should move up. I'm with you. I agree 100%.
Yeah, stay where you at. And
but I think
the king of that mountain, damn it.
Yeah, I think he's one of the few. Like, put it this way. When you call on me, I'll say what I got to say. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. But, I like him. You know what I mean? Tommaso Ciampa, you know what I'm saying? We talked about him before. I like him too. So that match was really great. So Matter of fact, let's start with you, Hollywood. What did you think about NXT? Because I told you before, you know what I mean, I had watched it, but this is your baby. This is the show that you put me on to. I like the look. I could definitely enjoy the promos more. Tony Khan, if you want to know how to do entrances, this is how you do it. You don't need a whole bunch of fucking promos or pyros, excuse me. This is how you do it. You know what I mean? You want to
got a pyro.
Well, you know what? A lot of them cats in AEW don't need that shit either, but we'll get to that.
I'm saying I don't think they got anybody in NXT got any pyro.
Yeah, NXT, yeah, I don't see too much pyro in NXT.
I don't think they have any.
If any at all, like, yeah, it's any. Hey, because they're in such a little closed-in space. I don't think, it'd be.
Well, I mean, but some people don't even need it though. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts.
Right.
So,
because we went a whole era in WWE with no pyro.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So he could take that lesson. You know what I mean? I was surprised to see Fandango on there. I was like, damn, these guys still on NXT. You know what I mean? So it's weird to see how those guys started on the main roster, and then they just been there at NXT for a while, I guess now.
They want to be there.
So yeah. You know, hey, if it ain't broke, why fix it, right?
Yeah. Some people Vince ain't gonna let go back.
Right, and they don't need to, because I don't think Fandango needs to go back to the main roster, because they're not going to do anything there except the same shit they was doing before and then become job.
Right.
No, I mean, I don't think Vince is going to let some of the people that want to go back to NXT go back.
Shit.
Like Alistair Black wanted to go back. What's the other dude name?
He's back at catering.
Kevin Owens wanted to go back. A couple of other people, he ain't letting them go back.
What was your thoughts on the show?
Man, I think NXT, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it bold, and I'm going to say it proud. If you switch NXT with Raw, NXT will be getting the same damn views that Raw's getting. So AEW fans and AEW marks and AEW, the company itself, please stop gloating over beating NXT in the ratings. The only reason why y'all beating them in the ratings because people done seen WWE product the whole damn week. Okay? NXT is the best show on television, wrestling television right now. Period, point blank, period. It ain't even a close contest. It's better than Raw. It's up there with SmackDown. You could say it's about even with SmackDown every week. The only reason why it's not up there with SmackDown because these people aren't as known as people on SmackDown, and they don't have the Fox budget. But, I mean, NXT every week is just a great show. Marshall, you said you watched it this week. You see the difference about NXT uses their women as opposed to any other brand. Raw, SmackDown, AEW, they use their women seriously. They give women matches. They have a women manager that's Karrion Kross's manager that actually knows how to play her role. The way
I appreciate her character.
Man,
I appreciate her character.
The way she manipulated them to make them give them a title match.
Right. You don't want coward on your resume, do you? He's like, nah, we're not cowards.
It didn't even seem fake. It seemed like she was really seducing them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, my man kept on looking at her too, like, you know what?
He was like, yeah.
Look, they had their own geeky moment.
Yeah. It's like everything seems real on that show, man. Like, it seems like wrestling that us three, we grew up to like and love. You know, it's not the Attitude Era by no means, but it's its own era. You know what I'm saying? It stays in its own era, and I love, you know, a couple of people have said, you know, NXT they're in a slouch because they don't really have stars. They're tripping. They got stars, and like we were talking about Adam Cole. What I was going to say,
hell yeah, they do.
What I was going to say about Adam Cole was, if Adam Cole gets pushed to the main roster, first of all, they've already broken up the Undisputed Era, so it's not going to be the Undisputed Era going. It's going to be him. If he goes up, they're going to give him the Shawn Michaels / Finn Finn push. Like when Finn first went to the main roster and how he got pushed, they're going to give him that. I'm telling you, they're going to get, because Adam Cole is money. Adam Cole is it's just money, man. Like he's always going to be. You can put him in any role. He has the face for a baby face, but he also has the face for a heel. You know what I'm saying?
And he would be a champion within 3 months.
Easy. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's small, but he's like, Daniel Bryan and Roman are fighting in Fastlane. We're going to be talking about that later. But we know Daniel Bryan has no chance. Adam Cole's face, just his face alone, looking at his face, that kid, if he comes out there and says, yeah, I'm going to beat Roman, you going to think twice about him losing? Just off his face, just off his facial expressions. I'm an Adam Cole fan, man. He's great. What else happened? The match, the actual main event was pretty good. Walter coming back. Yo, Walter is the most basic wrestler of all time that is the most over ever.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Real quick, I don't mean to interject, but he reminds me of Steven Regal back in the day.
Yes, but a better version.
Yeah.
And
a little bit bigger.
I know some people might rub some people wrong because Steven Regal was a great wrestler. But if Walter is, they need to protect Walter as much as they can. And if Walter is presented the correct way, they have themselves a future Hall of Famer. Period. Period. I love Walter, man. I love Walter. You know exactly why I don't want Walter to go up to the main roster? Keith Lee. You forget.
He's at catering.
Little do we forget that Survivor Series when NXT, because we just had one this year and NXT wasn't in it, but 2 years ago NXT was in it. Remember, the biggest spot of the night was Keith Lee, Walter, and Braun Strowman. The crowd went nuts, and the stuff that Walter and Keith Lee can do, Braun can't do.
Right.
So I know, you know what I'm saying? I already know they're going to get him lost in the sauce if they bring him up. I hope they don't bring him up. It was a good show, man. It was another good, solid, good show by NXT. Great wrestling. The commentary is getting better. They're gelling together. Who knew?
Had Beth Phoenix out there.
Yeah. Who knew we would have loved Beth Phoenix as a commentator?
Right.
We knew we was going to like Bad News Barrett. Hey, Barrett, listen, if you ever listen to this show, Barrett, I've been a big fan of you. Please come back and wrestle, man. We miss you as a wrestler, dude. We miss the boom. We miss that. we miss I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Right, no bullshit. That was my shit.
We missed that, bro. You was one of those. I understand they wasn't pushing you right how you felt you should have been pushed, and you got, you was one of those John Cena burials. Yeah, burials of John Cena did. But man, you're a treat on commentary. I mean, NXT just got it right, man. That's why I gotta give Max some time to speak on NXT. My bad.
Well, Max, what are your thoughts? Now, one thing that me personally, I found interesting and was like, oh, that's refreshing, was you saw a guy being a manager. And Mike, you was pointed out how they're pushing their women division and making them more serious. You know what I mean? So to see Robert Stone come out there and confront Ember Moon and Sophie Blackheart, with his girls was refreshing. I'm like, okay. And then Amber Moon gave him a little shot at the end. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was good to see
with
Amber
that
Moon.
ugly ass suit he had on.
Right. So I don't know if him and Seth Rollins are in competition right now. Ugly suit.
Seth Rollins is the coldest in the game right now.
Hey, that damn suit though. I liked it, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's do NXT. What do you think about
Kansas
NXT
City
though?
Pep right now.
Mike, save how it was. Save that for SmackDown. I'm gonna let you for SmackDown. I want to hear all that. But let me get your thoughts on for NXT, Matt.
Oh, NXT. All right, man. NXT was actually decent this week, man. I enjoyed it for real. My man Finn Balor, NXT champ, holding it down. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of the few that I guess Vince let go back. You know what I mean? They needed somebody to help. Well, I ain't gonna say help give them a boost, because they, like Mike said, they doing their thing over there. There's a lot of stars on the low over there that's really not getting the shine they deserve. You know what I mean? Like you said, Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big Ciampa fan. I've been fucking with Ciampa ever since I got put on the NXT. Like, that's the first dude that I was like, yo, I like this guy right here. So, yeah. But the whole Balor, Karrion Kross, you know what I mean, thing that they got building, I want to see where that goes, you know what I'm saying? They had the fact that they had to team up at the end, and yeah, I already knew they wasn't gonna win that match. You know what I'm saying? Like off the rip. Then they got that. What's Shorty name? The little witch bitch.
I forgot her name.
Fuck.
I forgot her name.
I can't remember. I call her Sandel looking bitch. That's what I call her.
But I thought they was gonna win. I actually thought. Remember when she said, "My dream." They were.
Yeah, she tried. Yeah, she tried.
You're draped in gold.
And all that shit. Right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was what it was. I just want to see them niggas get it in because they look like they about to have a good feud. You know what I'm saying? That's been long awaited. Mm-hmm. But and then you got Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. When they do finally get their hands on each other, like supposedly, I guess Kyle O'Reilly tried to run this nigga off the road or whatever because he got arrested, and Adam Cole out there talking shit. Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. Then he was just in the ring talking shit. Now you calling this man crazy? Yeah.
Funny tip, because you know you guys, I'll be informing you guys on certain shit. You know, Adam Cole was Kyle O'Reilly's best man in his wedding.
Yeah.
So this is Sean. This is Sean and Triple H.
This is Sean. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they say these Bama's is 20 years plus in the game together, type shit, like best friends for real. Like they taking a real life relationship and throwing it in the mix of wrestling, how Vince McMahon always does. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what he do. But this feud is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see them niggas get in the ring. But Dexter Lumis and Austin Theory, you know what I'm saying? That was a dope match. You know what I'm saying? That match was actually lit. I'm a big Dexter Lumis fan too. You know what I'm saying? Dude kind of reminds me of I don't know, somebody that should just be on like Street Fighter or some shit. You know what I mean? Like Giles fucking Sergeant or something. You know
right.
Like, bro, dude go hard, man. Then the moves he be doing, it's like, all right, I fucks with him, gang. So that's why he got the win. And then what's up with this whole
who reminded me of? You remember the Punisher, not the first one, but the second one, where the Russian dude, I think it was Kevin Nash with the Russian dude, and he busted in the room to whoop up.
Yeah. When he had that
that's what he reminded me of. Yeah,
hey,
that's what he reminded me of. I'm like, this robot looking, Russian looking motherfucker.
Right, young dude. He just looked like a straight military motherfucker, young.
Right. He dies. That's old Drago looking cousin ass.
Right, young. It's like a Russian look. And then Austin Theory, like I fucked with Austin Theory too. But this whole what's up with this whole therapy shit that he going through, man? And goddamn Johnny Gargano got to coach this nigga or whatever.
That's what I was saying, man. They taking it back to Team Hell No when they went back to shit. Like I called that shit.
Right, like dog, that shit was funny to me, dog. This was supposed to be the final stage of his therapy. Him going out there to do this shit alone or whatever, but you still took the L, nigga, just because you wanted to stunt. You could have won. He could have won the match. But he nigga wanted to show off and do a whole bunch of shit. I ain't even see what was happening behind him. But anywho, you like say my man Tommaso Ciampa, that match with him and goddamn Marcel of Imperial, and then Walter coming out and shit. They jumping my man at the end. I ain't appreciate that shit, dog. Like for real, man. Imperial gonna have to chill the fuck out, man. Fucking with my mans like that. Now, I agree with what Mike said. Walter needs to stay exactly where the fuck he at, bro. UK champ, dog. Y'all know this nigga he like at that day, he was the fucking champ for 712 days.
Yeah, he needs to.
That's over 2 years. Well, that's damn near. Well, it's almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Nah, you're right.
Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So, hey, let him keep doing what he do. Because if they do bring him up to like Raw and SmackDown, they definitely going to dumb him down to probably just like a U.S. champ in the Continental. I don't see him. Well, now, if they write his script right, he could be a world champion. He could be. Because the dude is big, though. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Only time will tell with that one. But I'm with Mike on that one. Stay where you at, homie. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's up with this LA Knight dude, young? Can somebody please tell me? Because this was like his debut. You know what I'm saying? He what?
He's Eli Drake from Impact.
He's Eli Drake from Impact.
He was the champion. He was a big name in Impact.
Nah, I get it. Like, there's definitely a lot of hype surrounding this dude. And I see why. You know, dude got charisma like shit. When I heard him talk backstage before he came out, dog, the nigga sounded just like the fucking Rock.
Yeah,
to me, I felt the Rock's charisma in the way he talked, the way he delivered his promo backstage. And I did it. I'm like, okay, dude got some talk on him. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. And I didn't know he's from Hagerstown, Maryland.
Yep.
Like, he's from here. He's from the area.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on this cat from now on. You know, I'm like, okay, I can get with the home team. You know what I mean? Maryland represent. So that was cool. Bronson Reed came out, fucked up this little cheap ass blue leather though. They ain't had to do it like that.
Right.
That shit was funny as fuck. I was like, damn, they did my man dirty. Right. Now, another match that I did kind of enjoy, Young, was that Zoe Stark and Dakota Kai match. Them ladies actually got it in. And Zoe Stark actually looked good as shit to me, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hold up, who's this? Like, wait a minute. Like, Shorty was B. She kind of had that old jazz vibe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she reminded me of the old jazz. I'm like, all right. So I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on her. Like, it was actually a good match, like whole T. So we'll see what goes on with that. You know, Grizzly Young Veterans, they had another little promo, you know, talking shit to MSK and whatever. They had a promo for Saray. She's a new Japanese wrestler on the way or wherever she's from. They called her the Warrior. Yeah, she's like the new signee, supposed to be a hot topic. Kind of like when when Oscar came around type shit. She kind of gave me Oscar vibes. But overall, hey, it wasn't a bad show, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's there's supposed to be like a new women's championship match or something coming on. Who's that? They got the contract on at them. Was it like Mikhail Gonzalez?
Yes.
Dakota Kai's partner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. You know what I mean? It's like the do. But it wasn't a bad show overall at all. I liked it.
What would you rate the show for the night?
That one, I give it an 8, man. Like Mike said, it was definitely the best show of the week for me. Like, NXT is doing their thing, man. Props to Triple H for holding it down over there, man.
All right? You heard that.
You pulled a Jose.
What'd I do?
No worries.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Mike, what was you? What was your rating?
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5, 7. I see it better, but it was a good show.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. Yeah, I'm going to give it a... probably like a 7.5. You know, so like I said, I liked it. Coming back, first time, you know, I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, very, very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Now, one little quick part that I did leave out real quick. Nope.
You're done.
I can't give a little quick note?
Nope. You're done.
Hey, chill. All
right. So next show of the week, we had AEW. And Tony Khan...
You did a better job of controlling that than AEW refs do with their matches.
Man, let me tell you, he suckered me in, Hollywood. He suckered me in. Because I said I wasn't going to watch. But after seeing what happened with that main event, hot damn. Shout out to Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa for that lights out match. Oh my God, Tony Khan, you are ass, man. That was pay-per-view material. But the card went down like this. We had Penta El Santo Murillo going against Cody Rhodes, in which Cody Rhodes got the win. I don't understand that. We had my boo Jade Cargill, giggity goo, dominating over Danny Jordan. Then we had Matt Hardy, Private Party, and the Butcher and the Blade getting the win over Jurassic Express and Bear Country, as they should have. Then you had the John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, which I'm liking that. I'm liking John Moxley, Eddie Kingston. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that, though. Then you had Christian, and we'll get into that, too. Then you had Eddie Kingston and John Moxley, or Dean Ambrose, as some may call him, versus the Good Brothers, in which Eddie Kingston and Moxley got the win. It started snowing, Hollywood, so you know what that meant. And then we had Ray Phoenix versus Angelico. I hope I pronounced that right. And for the main event, I skipped past that bullshit promo with Miro. Then for the main event, man, we had that lights out match with Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Man, let me tell you, I saw Jay in the crowd. I was like, yep, take notes, because this is it right here. And that match did not disappoint. I think they exceeded everyone's expectations. I believe when they went off the air, either Tony or JR had said that, like, they exceeded everybody's expectations. I'm talking about both ladies bleeding, going through tables, thumbtacks. Oh man, it was awesome. You know what I mean? It was awesome. So Mad Max, what was your thoughts on AEW and what went down? You got MJF, you know Ric Flair at home like, fuck all of you.
Styling and profiling, willing, dealing, jet flying, kids stealing
my damn gimmick, and then you got one of the horsemen out there with him. Oh man. Come on. What did you think about AEW this week?
Look, the St. Patty's Day Slam is what they dubbed it, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely lived up to its name. Like, this was a good week of wrestling. Hey, like, look, that main event alone took over all the bullshit that we had to see beforehand. That main event made it all worth it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started, all right, let's look at this. We had MJF and what do they call themselves? The Pinnacle now? Is that what I'm getting? You know what I'm saying?
Part 2.
Yeah, don't say right. The Horseman 3.0, 4.0, I'm lost at this point. How many Horseman versions I'm getting, man? But there was a good match. There was a decent one with Penta El Zero Miro versus Cody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Cody always gives me a decent match when I watch him for the most part.
I didn't like Cody in this one.
You ain't like Cody in this one?
I didn't like Cody in this one. Like, I don't think Cody should have won.
That's all it gives you is decent matches.
Right. And I mean, and he always seems to come away with the win most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's his show halfway, so he going, you know what I mean, come out and do him.
I don't understand why is Penta like, does he need an interpretator? Does he not need an interpretator? Because he's like, he'll be saying this, like, just like how me and you talking, and he'll be like, you know what? Yeah, tell him what I see. It's like,
yeah, dude is
why?
Funny shit to me, though. He be rushing, you know. Like, dude is like, but anywho.
Hold your turn, Hollywood. Hold your turn. Go ahead, man.
Right, you had Jay Cargill versus Danny Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Jay put the slaughter on her. You know what I'm saying? I know that's your boo-boo, man. You know what I'm saying? But they put her in the ring with what was she? I couldn't tell. She looked like she was about 4'5" or something. Like, she was a real shorty Mac, man. But it was what it was. Anywho. And then we had what? Matt Hardy, Private Party, Butcher and Blade versus the Jurassic Express and Bear Country. Like, dog. Okay, now this is the first time. Like me, I don't watch AEW every single week, so this is kind of like the first time I've kind of heard of Bear Country. You know, so I know about the Jurassic Express, but supposedly they got their own little beef going on. Supposedly that happened at back of the pay-per-view when they basically eliminated each other from a battle royal or something. So they had to work together the following week or something. I don't know. Christian with a little backstage promo. Yeah, whatever. They still hyping this.
That nigga look like Walker, Texas Ranger Jr.
Yeah, right. Why is the Chuck Norris beard and shit?
Yeah, I'm like, man, oh my god.
And then, like you say, like we're they in Florida with it, right? Why the fuck is it snowing for another Sting interview? Like, dog, this seems to be all they do with this guy, man. We seen him wrestle one time since he been there. Every week it's an interview. Like, come on, man. And then what's the big nigga name? Brian Cage or whatever. Like, he came out, gave him his props and respect for the match they had, but Taz and them ain't like that shit or whatever. Like, come on, that shit was kind of corny to me, though. I wasn't really feeling that, but whatever, it was what it was. Ray Phoenix and Elico, however the fuck you pronounce that nigga name. You know what I'm saying? Decent match. You know, Ray Phoenix got a nice finisher. Was what it was. Like you said, we just gonna skip past that whole Miro and goddamn Kip Sabian shit, bro. Cause this shit is corny as fuck right now, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what's fully going on with that right now because I've been missing a couple weeks, but I don't even want to know. I'm just leaving it at that.
Just get to the main event.
Right. But the main event. Now, the main fucking event, bro. Like, now, it's like I say, that was definitely pay-per-view work. They could have put that match was almost, yeah. If it was, you know what I'm saying, some main event shit, y'all could have put them females in a WrestleMania type situation with the way y'all went hard on that. But this isn't WWE, this is AEW, right? So with the fact, what's their biggest pay-per-view that they have yearly? Do y'all know?
I mean, this is just their second year out, so they don't all in.
All in?
All out.
All out?
Yeah.
Okay.
All out.
Well, they probably should have saved this match for that. You know what I'm saying? Because them girls went hard. Super hard. Like I said, thumbtacks, tables, just bodies getting broken, bloody every fucking way.
Ladders.
Yeah. Bruh. You name it, they did it.
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my.
Bruh. Yeah. And then you had the chant Hikaru Shida, however you say her name, backstage watching. So I'm guessing, you know what I'm saying, Thunder what? The winner of that match maybe gets a shot with the champ. Is that what's going on? So we might see what Thunder Rosa.
We don't know what the hell is going on.
He said because they don't have a legit writer yet.
Yeah, that was basically like a beef type match.
That was an unsanctioned like match. Whatever happened. They was going back and forth and shit. Right. So they had their little personal unsanctioned match and shit. And for, like I said, for females, y'all held it down, bro. Respect to the women for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
All right. Hollywood, what did you think about AEW this week and the new Four Horsemen and Sting bringing the snow and Jake the Snake going at Sting and all that happening? Your boy Scorpio Sky, man, like he cut a promo. Yeah, what you think about
you mean the unhinged black man?
The Black Sonic the Hedgehog?
The black
collecting rings and shit.
The angry black man.
What do you say? He's a hothead. The hothead.
The black angry black hothead. So I'm gonna have some integrity, and I'm gonna have some respect for my damn self, and respect for the show. I'm not talking about none of that bullshit that y'all was just mentioning. The only thing I'm going to talk about is the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker match. I'm not talking about none of that other shit.
You ain't enjoy. Hold on, you ain't like Marco Stunt getting tossed out the ring like motherfucking bag of potatoes.
None of that bullshit.
You ain't like seeing my boo Jay Cargill dominate.
What about Kenny Omega coming out to destroy the niggas after the match and shit? You know,
I love how y'all doing this. This is great.
You ain't like that.
Y'all can say it. I'm just not.
You ain't like Don Cornelius coming out with the "Don't Slap Your Leg" t-shirts to the Young Bucks.
No.
Don't slap your leg when kicking.
You ain't like that.
No, they focus too much.
Like that.
They focus too much on trying to piss WWE off. Because you know where they got that from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because WWE sent out a memo talking about don't slap your leg no more.
Don't slap your leg, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And now they trying to make fun of it. Like, dude, I'm not talking about none of that shit. Listen, let me get on to Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker.
You're not going to talk about Miro? You want to skip Miro?
Shit. Or what about Darby Allin making an open challenge to whoever or somebody in the motherfucking Dark Order? None of that? Nothing?
None of that?
None of that.
Nothing about how -1 was like he wanted to challenge Darby Allin for the title? None of that?
No, that didn't happen.
Huh?
That happened?
Yeah.
You talking about the 9-year-old?
No way -1. No way -1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, calm down, Brody. They're like, calm down, Brody. Maybe it's
it happened, dog. That shit happened.
Okay. See, y'all really just messed it up then. I'm not talking about that shit, period, then. I'm not talking about the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. All I'm going to say about the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker is, Britt Baker, leave and go with your boyfriend to NXT. Please. Get out of there as soon as possible. They're going to have you kill yourself. Get out of there.
Oh, man.
Everyone knows you should have been the champion from the jump. Everyone knows you should be the champion now. Get the hell out of there. No offense to the Japanese female wrestlers. We don't know who the hell none of them are. And they all wrestle the same. So it could be Hiroshita, another one. I don't want to mess up nobody else's name. But the difference between the Asian wrestlers in WWE is we know the difference between all of them. In AEW, they all the same person, except the one that came out singing the week before. She should do that every single week. So, AEW, until you get your shit right, Tony Khan, until you comb your hair like you used to, and put your glasses back on.
You look like a stressed out Rick Moranis.
And shut up.
Hey, go ahead.
Listen, I listen to Jim Cornette. I'm a fan of Jim Cornette. We gave Jim Cornette praise on the show. I be trying every week to not agree with Jim Cornette, just so I can enjoy his show more because I don't agree with him. You make it hard, AEW. I am not talking about y'all this week. I'm probably not going to. I'm going on strike. I'm probably not talking about y'all. I'm not going on talking about y'all this week. I'm probably not going to talk about y'all next week because the show probably going to suck again. How y'all be having? This is the thing with AEW, and I'm done after this.
Tell them why you mad, son.
How the hell y'all have a taped show? This show was taped, and you watched this back, and you still proceeded to give us this. You couldn't go back and edit some of the bad shit.
Maybe they did. Because I saw some of this shit that was edited, and I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, dog.
Lord have mercy, dog.
No, I would have been happy with just seeing Jay Cargill come out and then seeing the Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match. That would have been good off of that.
No, my intent today was going to be to come in here and just talk about that match. I was literally going, the same thing I just said. I'm not going to talk about AEW because I haven't. I still haven't said anything about the show yet, and I'm not going to. I was not going to say anything about the show, but give Thunder Rosa and Britt their props. I was going to give them their props, but then you just told me I must have missed that -1 challenged him. Listen, AEW.
Yeah. So here, let me say it up for you. It wasn't like he challenged him, right? It was like, Darby put the challenge out there. Yeah.
There was a backstage promo with the team, and they trying to figure out who gonna step up to the plate, and he was the first one to say something.
Yeah, he was the first one. Let me out. Let me
challenge him.
That's even worse, dog. No. Stop milking this kid, bruh. You lost his dad, man. If you want to have him around, then you have him around, man. But stop milking the kid, bruh.
That's it, man. Where's his teacher? He ain't supposed to be in bed.
If he grow up and he doesn't amount to anything that is near what his dad is, all y'all did is just gave him these memories of what he could have been. Leave that little man. Leave that boy alone, man. Let him. Listen. AEW until we're gonna listen. I'm making a producer's call. We're going to move on right after this, after I say this, and I'm introing SmackDown right now. But
no, you're not doing that because I want to get your rating. I want to get your rating on this shit. You ain't getting out of this shit. I don't care if you are the producer. You ain't getting out of this shit.
AEW, dog. If y'all don't get y'all shit, I'm on strike. Put it that way. Point blank. Period. I'm rapping. I'm on strike.
What's your rating? Give me your rating.
What?
I want your rating.
Okay, I'm gonna give the show.
The fans want your rating.
The show is a 2. But the Thunder Rosa and what you call it match is a 10. So because that is a 10, I guess whatever you want to even it out to be, that's what you guys can even out. That's a 5. For those the people that know math, AEW is no math or wrestling. That shit should have been. You should have gave us the Thunder Rosa in that match since it was taped. You fools! You should have gave us that match instead of giving us that damn barbed wire match.
Matt Max. Oh shit.
Hey, bruh.
Oh man.
I'm look.
Okay, what's your rating?
Hold up, man. We gotta give Mike a moment to simmer down right quick. I just see the steam coming off his head right there.
I want people to understand. I love that little kid -1.
Me too.
He got charisma. You know what I'm saying? He got charisma. He's his dad's son. I love it. However, the way they're using him is making me miss Nicholas. Y'all remember Nicholas? The tag team champ?
Nah, I don't.
You don't remember
that was
him and
Braun tag team champ, one.
Oh, right. The kid, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
That little kid was so scared and innocent. He didn't say a word. He didn't brag. He didn't do nothing. It made me realize, looking at Nicholas and looking at the way they do a -1, it feels like they're forcing -1. So yes, that show gets a -1.
Hey kid. All right. Well,
damn,
for me,
man, you gotta follow that shit.
Man, look. Don't chop my head off, Mike. But because of the main event, man, I like, that main event was definitely a 10 out of 10 with them ladies. So I'm gonna at least get a show a 5 just for that.
No, I never beat with you, my brother, over this. We would never
I'm
really
gonna give it.
our friendship would be fake as hell if I just started beefing with you over AEW.
Right. Oh, what is it? You let Tony Khan come between y'all, nigga? Really?
Nah, we'll both go beat the shit out that nigga. But hey,
If Tony Khan gave anybody on the show a bag, I wouldn't hate. Cause I already know what y'all gonna do with it. Y'all gonna come back and we gonna all get paid.
I'm sending a message in the group chat. Hey, nigga, we made it.
Y'all gonna use that dummy just like the AEW wrestlers using that dummy.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna give this Jones. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna give it a 6 because I love Jade. You know, the match was fire. You know, and that's pretty much. Other than seeing Marco Stunt get tossed around, I mean, I love seeing his little ass get fucked up. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he needs to be in the ring with any damn buddy in that. So, you know, any time that somebody could toss his ass almost in the crowd, it's a good day.
You know what? Only because we got to move on, Marshall, I'm not going to kill you, bro. That's the only reason why I'm not going to kill you, bro. Because
I would say that Jay match was not a good match.
I told you the claim about that. I love Jay. The match was fire. I like seeing his little ass getting fucked up.
Yeah, you hear the nobody talking.
I didn't hear what you said.
You gave the ECW show a 5. The ECW.
I just explained why I gave it a 6. I love Jay.
Jay Cargill don't give it no goddamn 6.
Yes, you do. Moving on to SmackDown. So on SmackDown, we had Friday Night SmackDown. Love you, Jay. We had Friday Night SmackDown, and this was the card. We're going to get your thoughts going around, all right? We had Sasha Banks defeating Nia Jax. We had the Street Profits taking the L to Ray and Dominic. Then we had Ray and Dominic taking the L to Otis and Gable. All right. Then we had Sami Zayn taking a loss to King Corbin. Then we had Mike's favorite wrestler, Apollo, going up against a little backstage verbal fight with Big E, which was hilarious. Then we had Bianca getting a DQ, losing, but it wasn't a loss. You know, she fought Shayna Baszler. We'll get into that. And then we had Edge getting the win over Jey Uso, which means he will be the special guest referee tonight at Fastlane in the match with Daniel Bryan and the Tribal Chief. So, Hollywood, what was your thoughts on SmackDown? Did you enjoy your guy, Apollo, coming out? You know, Sammy and KO, that was crucial. What? You know what I'm saying? Seeing Sammy like adhere to the rule. Like you said, there's no stopping in the leg. So he almost did. He almost caught that fine, but KO caught that fucking mean ass kick to the head. What was your thoughts on SmackDown?
You know, before I do what I do, I want to say I wish I could play this song to introduce something, but it's copyrights or it's on YouTube, and we trying to get paid. So no, I'm not gonna play it. But what's a guan, people? It's your boy Rastaman T, and let me give you my new review for the SmackDown, man. Let me start with my brother Apollo Crews, man.
Rastaman T, go ahead.
Man, cut the bumbleclad bullshit accent, man. Bumbleclad, nobody believe you, man. Nobody believe that you're African. You sound as foolish as I sound right now, but bumbleclad, rasclad, get that shit out of here, man. And it was funny how he got in the damn cart, he got in the golf cart, he got in the bumbleclad golf cart, ran him down, beat him up, boop, 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 and then got him out of there. Lord of mercy. Didn't me say, didn't me say Sami Zayn, you talk about stiff? Whoa, kick him the man in the bumbleclad head, right? Boom! Kick the man head off, man.
Oh, shit.
That man got a concussion. I don't care what nobody tell me. That man got a concussion. He's down there for 30 minutes. The man still down there. Bumbleclad Ross. The tribal chief. My chief. Mr. Glad that the Uso won, man. Mr. Glad Uso won. Me now I want to see no damn boring Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. We want to see me cheat. We want to see the tribal chief cheat to win. Bumbleclad cheat to win. 1, 2, 3, cheat, and get the hell up out of there. We want to see him beat Edge quickly. No one want to see no 40-minute match with Roman Reigns and Edge. And I don't want to see no 20-minute match with Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. We want to see 1, 2, 3 quick Bumbleclad out of the ring. Bianca Belair trying to tell Sasha Banks' stupid ass what was going to happen to her. And what happened?
What?
I don't want to listen. I told you what was going to happen. They're going to have 2 black women look too angry, and they're going to put them in the promo, and they're going to they're going to get sassy and ego. I don't want to see that typical black bullshit. I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that for WrestleMania, man. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see none of that McLeod bullshit, man.
Oh my God. Are y'all hearing this?
Marshall,
Are you guys hearing this?
Marshall, we got a question for you, Marshall. You know when we want to see, you know what we want to see upon the SmackDown. You know what we want to see. We want to see Bailey. Bring Bailey back. They got the 2 black women up there beefing, looking like set it off. The bullshit.
Oh shit!
I want to win because I'm not bad. Bumbleclad off my damn screen.
Oh shit!
What else was on this?
My ribs hurt, dude.
Oh my goodness, man! Edge come out looking all old. Edge come out looking older every week. Every week the man look upon old. First he came out, the man looked like 30 years old. Then he come out, his abs look like 30 years old, but his face was 50. Now his whole body look 50. Get the man pop the ring, man. It was a good story last year. I don't want to see Edge no more. SmackDown,
my God.
even though I say a lot of bad stuff about SmackDown was a great show this week. I remember that. I'm not gonna lie, SmackDown was a good show. My brother Apollo Crews with the damn accent keep getting stronger. I don't know why.
Why you call your boy Mongol?
But I
will
will say
over your
this.
Mongol body.
I will say this. He had the facial expressions on his face this week. Like when he did the African when he was doing the noises.
You look like Mr. T.
Listen, McLeod SmackDown was good. We're going to give him all my time, rest of my time to Max because Rastaman T, nobody thought make a stay in Rastaman T the whole segment. So every week you turn in the four corners of wrestling podcast, Rastaman T, he has a hard time saying long statements. But anytime you turn in the four corners of wrestling podcast, when we get to SmackDown, you know Rastaman T is back. Ja, Rasta.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. I'm sorry. My stomach hurts.
Oh, fuck, right.
Man. My fucking
I gotta give you a minute. My goddamn ribs hurt, bro.
Oh man.
I'm crying real fucking tears, bro.
Oh man.
Well, the thing is, the Rastaman can keep talking about the rest of the show if you like me too. You gotta get yourself together.
Oh man.
Get yourself together, brother.
Okay.
What is going on, man?
Oh my God.
Yo.
I thought I was cracking up laughing hard when Apollo hit his promo when he called Alabama. He said, I'll be standing over your Mongol body. Oh my God, dog. It was like that times 10, dog. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
We did better than Kofi.
Stop, man. Stop.
Kofi Kingston, I got nothing on me.
Hey, don't.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Mad Max, please tell us your thoughts on SmackDown, please. Oh, my God.
Hold on, man. I'm coming. Give me a second. All right, now.
Oh, man.
Yo,
that's why you want to say shit on AEW, because you were saving all that shit.
Right.
That damn was
Bruh.
looking like double
Bumba
dutch
Club,
with
and I
his
talk about the damn Bumba Club AEW. Don't get the Rastaman started on that. You talk
Oh,
to
shit.
Hollywood Mike T, my cousin. He didn't give you nothing at
Oh,
AEW, but the
Oh my
Rastaman would kill all them Bumba Club.
oh shit, man.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Yo.
Tune in
Yo,
next
this
week. You're
dude
going to
got
hear
more
what the
personalities than
Rastaman
my
got to
man from
say.
Split, bro.
Tune in next week.
Oh
You got to hear
man.
what the Rastaman got to say about
Yo.
SmackDown and
Y'all.
AEW. Bumba
Oh
Club,
my
Ras Club,
goodness.
Bumba Club, Pussy Hole Shoe.
Oh man. This guy got me dizzy
Yo.
over here, man.
Tony Khan,
Y'all
go
Oh
holler at
man.
suck your
Rasta.
mother.
Y'all
Tony
holler at
Khan,
Rasta.
suck your mother, Tony Khan.
Y'all holler at Rasta in the comments, man. Tell them what y'all think.
Oh man.
Tony Khan, suck your
Hey,
mother.
bro. Oh shit. Oh dog. All right. Look. All right, look. I gotta get this shit, man. I gotta get this shit. Let me get it together, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bruh. I ain't see that shit coming, man. And I was not prepared for that, yo.
Hey, that shit was like that AEW main event right there. That shit just came out of nowhere.
Oh
my
shit.
God. Nowhere. Man. I tell you.
Oh, all right, man. All right.
Oh, fuck.
Yo. All right.
In the Four Corners of Wrestling Podcast. Only here.
Right. Only here, man.
Only here.
Only here in the Four Corners, man. Y'all
Oh my God.
Man. Dumb Bumba Cloud had the two black women fighting like fools. Looking like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Dog. Oh shit. All right, look.
Shit.
All right, Cardi B and Nicki. All right, Rasta. Respect Rasta, but chill out, man.
Yo, that war just popped in my head.
Call back for like 3 minutes, but I gotta give you a review.
Please give your review. Please, Matt, give your fucking review, bro. Please. Right. Oh my God.
I'll be here all day dying, man, if I don't, man. Yo, all right, first off, let me just say, I'm glad that this pay-per-view is tonight because I'm tired of all this shit already, man. The only thing that I'm really excited for the most part, is to see what the fuck is about to happen with Braun and Shane. Because the way Shane just went on that Bama dog, oh man, look. But anyway, SmackDown, Sasha and Bianca, you know what I'm saying? What? Goddamn, Sasha had to fight Nia Jax for the women's title. Random. All right, whatever. She gets the win. They had a backstage promo. Nia sends Reginald on a spa day. You know what I mean? This nigga getting spoiled. You know what I mean? Like we say, we know there's something about to happen with that. We'll see. Whatever. But for the most part, Sasha got her ass whooped, you know, as I expected. You know what I'm saying? She won the match, but she got her ass whooped for the most part. You know what I mean? Shayna accidentally kicks Nia. They had a little, you know what I mean, issue backstage, and Shayna's like, oh, well, I'm going to make this up for you. I'm going to go kick the shit out of her. Whatever. You know what I mean? Second match, got down Street Profits versus Ray and Dominic. Like, come on. Now, the fact that Ray and Dominic actually won that match is like, I guess that puts an end to the Street Profits title reign. That set them back like 5 paces. That's lost to these ones.
And the big guy gets a roll-up pin on Dominic.
Right,
Dominic
off of Dominic.
Like, are you fucking
Dominic? Right from Dominic. Dominic? Yo! Come on.
You see, the Rastaman didn't talk about that match for a reason.
but you know, we still gotta, for those that didn't really see it, we gotta let them know, you know, give at least a preview of what happened, you know what I mean? But anywho, y'all ain't miss shit with that. Anyway, and then what? Otis and Gable comes out, you know what I'm saying? Then challenges them, then whoops they ass. So what? I guess that's supposed to put them in the front running, supposedly. Look, that shit's whack. The fact that even Ziggler and Rude is sitting ringside holding the titles, look, the tag team division in SmackDown needs to pick the fuck up because it's weak right now. Anyway,
I agree.
I'm going to leave that part at that. You get what? Sammy and KO, the backstage promo. Sammy still on his fucking bullshit with this fucking camera, dog. Like, I'm sick of this. But like Mike said earlier, that fucking goddamn, excuse me, like Rasta said earlier, that fucking kick. Woo! That was a hell of a haluva kick, dog. He caught him with at the end.
Hey, you see, he almost slapped his leg. He had to pull back the hand. He was like, "Sorry,
nigga.
Kevin, you got to eat this shit."
What, bro? Man, look, when you saw the camera switch the way it did, like I said, you knew it was coming. You knew that shit was coming. But even just to still see it was like, God damn.
I wish they could have had the Matrix camera at that point. Just pause that shit and then switch to the side.
Oh shit, like
boom. I don't care if we coworkers and we friends. You can't kick me like that, bro.
Nah.
No bullshit, dog. You gotta fight me. You gotta fight me.
I'm breaking character. I'm doing a Brock. I'm doing a Brock. I'm breaking character. You gonna catch on right quick.
I'm not even gonna sell.
Oh, he
right
made that nigga eat every piece of that shit, yo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole highlight of that whole shit right there. But the Big E and Apollo, now that shit was funny as fuck.
That was, he said, "I'll be standing on your Mongol body."
That to me was the highlight of the fucking night, bro. I was waiting for that segment, yo. Like, what y'all got to me this week? Because, like Rasta said, man, goddamn, this nigga accent gets stronger every fucking week, yo. Like, Apollo, look, man. If you don't win this fucking title tonight, nigga, oh, man, we gonna have a problem, dude.
You better talk
like,
regular.
for real.
I said, you better start talking regular if he lose.
Right, it's something, dog, like, cause, dog, y'all doing too much right now with this shit for you not to win this fucking belt tonight. I'm gonna just leave that at that. But that was a great promo, though. They, talking shit on the satellites, and then Big E hops in the golf cart, go chase this nigga down, finds him, throws his ass up against 20 fucking barriers that they just mysteriously happen to have set up right there like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, we knew that was coming. But it was still cool to see. Which also means, now, most times when we see promos like that before a pay-per-view, when nigga beat the shit out of a nigga like that, woo, they usually lose the pay-per-view 8 times out of 10, something like that. If you go back and look at the stats over the years, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, Apollo, better do this shit. But besides that, what else we had? Fucking, like I said, we had Bianca versus Shayna. And then you got Natalya and Tamina come out and beat the shit out of both of them afterwards.
Tamina sporting a new tat. I see you, baby.
Yeah, I mean, y'all saw her flexing for the family. Y'all saw her repping for the family out there with that.
Congratulations, Tamina. She got her stripes. Yeah.
Now, can we please put some gold around this woman? Because Tamina has been out there for so many fucking years, dog. And I can't remember one time I done seen her with some gold, bro.
Y'all damn lifetime achievement shit.
Nah, dog, because I actually fuck with her.
She's boring.
She is boring, but they could push her to be better.
How?
She is part of the family, goddammit.
So
let her represent.
Man, Jey Uso better not never be no world champion.
Nah, fuck no. No. But at least he's got tag team gold under his belt. And let him stay that way.
Yeah, I would give her the women's.
I would at least let her get some tag team gold with Natalya at least one time on that. At least she held some gold. She's been around long enough to deserve that.
That's the boringest team I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, don't get me wrong. It is. I don't like the team, but I just want to see some gold around Tamina before she retires. That's all I'm saying. Period. Like, I don't care if it's championship, tag team championship, put some gold around this woman. Give her that much respect. Because she is part of the family and she has worked her ass off for over 10 years and ain't sported no fucking gold. And every other woman that damn near comes in there that ain't even hardly been around 2 years don't rock some kind of gold already.
Not Lana.
So give this woman a chance.
Not Lana.
Yeah, nah, they just keep putting her through tables. They shouldn't have stopped that streak. I was loving it.
I remember I was telling them about it.
Hey, look,
was going
they
on.
punish you. Y'all know they gonna punish her forever because of goddamn Miro or whatever, right? She's gonna stay getting punished because of that.
Oh man, that was one of the funniest things in Monday Night Raw I've ever seen in my life.
Every
single week she was going through a table.
It was like damn near 10 weeks straight, dog. She went through a fucking table, bro. Like, bro, I didn't want to. That was almost like the best thing next to the Undertaker streak for me, as far as streaks. It's all about streaks. Bullshit, you know.
It was. I started to look forward to how they was gonna put her through a table this week.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Shit like that. So, but then, and like you say, then we got Edge and Jey Uso. Now we know fucking Edge is gonna be the ref at tonight, which I already knew was going to happen. Because if James going to be the ref, come on now. We already knew how that fucking match was going to go. It wouldn't have even been worth even putting on the card for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Edge's going to make it a fair one. At least he says he will. So we'll see. But, Roman goddamn had to get his shit off on Edge at the end, of course. And then, attack DD and all that wild shit. But it was what it was. Overall, like I said, I just want this pay-per-view to be over with tonight because I'm ready for WrestleMania already.
Okay. All right.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what would you rate the show for the week?
I give it a 6. It wasn't too great, but wasn't too terrible either.
Okay. And Roster Man, Mike T. What are you rating SmackDown for the week?
Roster Man just went to the store. He said he'd be back, but Mike T gives it a 7. But if I had to guess what the Roster Man give it, I guess he'd give it an 8. Okay. He loved Apollo Crews.
That was the best part. That was the best part of the whole night for me.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Okay. Oh, yeah. I would have to, you know what I'm saying, agree with you guys, you know what I'm saying, 8 on that. That kick by Sami Zayn was
awesome. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that kick was dope, too.
The Apollo, that was, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the best part, so can't wait to see what happens tonight. So, speaking of that, and before we go to Fastlane, we already got your pick, so you, Hollywood. No, we don't have your pick, Hollywood. I want your pick, Hollywood, since Mad Max gave it his pick for show of the week.
He already gave
What would you say? Huh?
He already gave us his show of the week.
Right. So what would you say is your show of the week?
I'm going to be honest. It was going to be NXT, but it's SmackDown. Surprisingly. SmackDown just was better to me this week for some reason. Well, I was more interested in SmackDown this week. And I do agree with Max. Like, the Apollo thing, even though we making fun of his accent or how he's delivering his accent, I will say that is one of the most intriguing stories right now. So, yeah, SmackDown.
Okay. All right, cool. And I'm going to have to agree with, SmackDown definitely was my show of the week. From the products that I watched that was available and everything. So, cool deal. So, moving on. We was talking about it. It's tonight. It's going down on Peacock, because they got that deal with the WWE Network. So Fastlane will be on Peacock tonight at 7. And we're going to go through the card, and I'm going to get y'all's thoughts and predictions on what y'all think is going to happen, all right? So we got the women tag team belts on the line. And we got Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler going up against Sasha and Bianca Belair. All right. Puffy T, Mike T, Hollywood T, Roster Man, the other 30 motherfuckers that's over there. What do y'all think about this match? Who's gonna win?
Hold on. I think somebody at my door. Don't go nowhere. If it's gonna be like a pause, I'll edit it. Hold on.
All right, so we waiting.
What's going on, people? I'm back from the store. The Rasta man back from the store. I had to knock on the door. I had the key, so I had to knock on the door. I want to see this match. Next.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Okay, you guys look like Hollywood. Mad Max. Who you got for this match?
We said Nia versus
Jax
Sasha.
And Shayna Baszler versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Tag team titles on the line.
Tag team titles on the line.
I think Nia and Shayna gonna find a way to hold on to it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep it too, and that's gonna be the feud for Sasha and Bianca to start beefing.
Exactly. They've been too buddy.
Right. Gotta
build some beef somewhere.
Right. Okay. Next match we got Riddle versus Ali for the U.S. belt. Who you got, Mad Max?
Riddle versus Ali for the belt. I think Ali might pull it off tonight. They just fought last week and Riddle beat him. So I think Ali might find a way to do it tonight, man, because he got to represent for the goddamn Retribution crew, man. They've been taking too many L's lately. And if they don't win tonight, you might as well cancel that whole fucking mission.
Right. Okay. Rasta man, who you got? Riddle versus Ali.
Me said Retribution been over a long time ago. That bum cloud suck. So me say me want to see Riddle win so he can go home and smoke big spliff and be like, don't worry.
Body thing. Hey.
Every little thing.
It's
gonna be all right.
I said next part in the show, man. Come on, Bumba Clyde. Riddle.
All right.
Yeah,
Next we got Shinsuke Nakamura. And I guess this is like a little personal beef thing because Seth Rollins, you know what I'm saying, fucked up Cesaro. So we got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. Who you got, Roster, man?
Well, this is Hollywood, and I'm going to say Seth Rollins is the best dressed in the game. He is. Seth Rollins' suit game is on point, bro. Y'all be it's the man bun that be fucking it up. His suit game be on point. When he do the little bun joint, that's when be fucking it up. He look like a little punk. But yeah,
hey yo,
I got Shinsuke winning tonight.
Shinsuke, okay. Mad Max, what you got?
I got Rollins winning tonight, man.
Rollins, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I think Rollins might pull it off. It's going to be a good match, and then I think Cesaro's going to come out at some point. All right. So then next, we got the intergender match where we got Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. All right. So which one of y'all split personalities over there, Hollywood? All right. So who you got for this match?
I'm here. You know who I'm going with.
Oh, you're going with Alexa? Okay. Nah, I'm funny.
That's who I'm going with.
Oh, okay. And hoping the Fiend shows up. All right. Matt?
I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that. I got Alexa winning clean.
No, I'm listening.
She gonna
win clean.
Yeah, Alexa about to win clean, cuz.
Oh, shit. Okay. And he's serious, folks.
I'm dead serious. Right. I love Alexa Bliss.
Okay. Mad Max, what do you think?
I think weirdly enough, Alexa is gonna do some voodoo magic bullshit to pull this one off. I'm giving her the dub, man.
Okay. It'd be funny if Randy gives her RKO. That's what I'm looking for.
I would love to see that. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Randy kick the shit out of her little ass and just send her demon ass flying like the Exorcist. It's like, nah.
He trying to get ready for Soldier Boy.
But no. Listen. That's the only reason I say that. They've been saying that shit the last 2 weeks. She was like, the only way you're gonna get rid of me is if you kick me out of your life. And what did Randy say last week? Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And like he's gonna punt kick her. Like he's gonna try to punt kick her or do something. I don't think they're gonna let it happen neither because that's still Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna say that.
Now, if we see the Fiend come back tonight, that will be what I've been praying for. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I think Alexa's gonna get the win because something's gonna happen on her end that's going to make her pull it off.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'm actually rooting for her.
On some real shit, I don't even think the match is going to end. Like, I think it's going to
It might not. It might become a no contest or they might just, I'm with you on that. But Randy's not going to pin her and win. I'm going to say that.
Right. Yeah, I don't have that happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And if it does happen, it's going to be the most amazing shit ever.
Yeah,
right. Because it's going to have to be something crucial to happen. He's going to have to RKO her or something while she's demon changing. You know how she be demon changing in the middle of matches and shit.
Because you got to think that both of their previous matches have been pre-recorded. So
of course. And you know, something like this would definitely be pre-recorded. This would definitely be one of those moments.
Someone Rhea Ripley throughout the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley
said,
I ain't waiting for your ass to change.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Rhea Ripley, boy. She had that was we were doing the movies right there. We're not sticking around. Oh, we see some shit like that? Nah, we get the fuck about. Nah, you gotta go. We ain't about to investigate shit. Nah, get the fuck up out of here. All right, so the next match we have is the no holds barred match between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Hollywood, who you got?
Next.
Okay. Mad Max, who you got?
Drew and Sheamus. Of course, it's going. I gotta give it to Drew on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Drew winning this too. Because if he doesn't win, that's going to mess up his shit going back to the title.
Right, because he's still on the road to WrestleMania, so we'll see.
All right, so
Sheamus is on the road to the Andre the Giant
Memorial Battle Royal. Wait, did they have that last year?
No, I mean they probably
did.
Did they?
They'll probably bring it back this year then. They'll probably bring it back this year.
Because I think the last one they had was 2019, dog.
They probably didn't have it last year, even though they should have.
Yeah, I don't think they did because that was the middle of the pandemic and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They wasn't trying to have too many people like in the ring at once, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that's why they split it to 2 nights in the first place.
Right. You're right.
So we got two.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's say that. All right. Moving on. So, hey Hollywood, I need you to go get roster, man, dog. And while you do, I want to get Max. Give me your pick for Big E versus Apollo for the Intercontinental Belt.
Look, I already said it earlier, man. If Apollo don't win this shit tonight, man, this whole gimmick change is for nothing.
Okay.
So he better win this motherfucker tonight. Because if he don't, hey, like Mike said, you better go back to English.
Hollywood, what are you and roster man thing? I know who y'all got.
You called on the Hollywood, but you asked for the roster man. Well, make up your
there you go. Who you got,
mind,
baby?
Man. Make up your mind, man. Listen, man. I could not wait till you ask me about this match because this is the match we looking forward to. But you may say the words wrong, but you know what I mean. Listen, Apollo, let me give you a pep talk, real quick. Win. That's it. You don't win, we don't care. Period.
Don't come home.
Don't come home to the Bumba house if you don't win. When I want to hear nothing about you king. None of that, you know. But let me say this. The Rastaman realized today that Apollo, even if you lose, the Rastaman going to stick around because me more entertaining than you. So, you better win tonight or else your whole gimmick done. And then I am still here, but you're not here. So you need to win tonight. And if you don't win tonight, don't come home. No more cookout for you. We want to invite you to the cookout anyway.
No more curry chicken. No more jerk chicken. No more oxtail for you.
No.
You forfeit the crown.
You eat Burger King, man. You eat Burger King. That's what you eat, man. You know King, you the Burger King. That's what you is. If you lose tonight, you know King.
Oh, man. We'll burn the village down. There'll be no more your kingdom. It'll just be Zamunda and Wakanda. That's going to be it.
Right.
That's all we recognizing.
You know, he said his grandfather was great king in the country. If you lose tonight, your grandfather was the great king of Nextdoria from coming to America too. Don't lose tonight. If one McLeod lose tonight, it's over for you. We're not giving you no more chances. We gave you a chance.
No more cassava leaf.
Nope.
Right.
Nope. No ginger beer.
Right.
No red stripe.
Right. You better redeem yourself, man.
Win. And if you lose, then Kofi Kingston need to bring back his accent.
Help him out. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, moving on. Next, we got excuse me, the main event, which will probably be the main event, should be the main event. And that's the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, versus Daniel Bryan. And as we know, Edge is going to be a special guest referee. So, Mike, who you got?
Oh, you thought me were done? Oh, you know me love the Tribal Chief. He's my Bumba Chief. I told you the first time, he's my Bumba Chief.
I told you, dealing with these split personalities, boy. I tell you, boy.
Rastafari. Let me tell you this, man. Roman is my chief. So let me tell you, Roman will win tonight. I had it wrong. I thought Jey Uso won, so he was going to be the ref. So I don't really want to watch this match because I know what's going to happen, but Roman's still going to win. But it should be quick, 1, 2, 3, Bumba Clot out of the ring. But it's going to be a long, drawn-out match. But now I want to really see it. I don't want to really see this match, really.
Mm-hmm.
At all. Not one lick of me want to see this match. Not one tick. Not nothing of me want to see this Bumba Cloud match with Daniel Bryan. That shit was over 4 years ago. Bumba Cloud, no one want to see that. Yes. No.
The fuck? Hey, bro.
All right, Matt, what's your pick for this match?
Oh, man.
Oh,
shit.
I tell you, man, dealing with multiple
with,
personalities, boy, I tell you, boy, good.
Right. Hey, no. Oh, man, sorry. Hey, I'm with him on this one, man. I really don't care for this fucking match neither, dog. Like, the tribal chief is going to do what the tribal chief do. You know what I'm saying? He going to fucking hold it down. He going to keep the belt. And this shit is just going to be a waste of fucking time. I mean, I get, they trying to push DB to get his final title push before he retires soon because his time's limited. Woo. Okay, we already know that, nigga. Just do what you do and get the fuck on, bro. You know what I mean? You might get another title before you retire, but it ain't gonna be tonight.
What I hate the most, the yes movement, because it's like they trying to bring it back, and the yes. When he hawks
but it's
up,
not as strong as it was the first time.
That's what I'm about to say. When he hawks up, what it reminds me of?
Hulk Hogan.
Pre-mode.
Hey, no.
Oh my God.
Hey, kill.
I don't hate anybody as much as I don't like the Bellas, because I don't like them. He's starting to give me the Bella. Like, I don't want to see Daniel Bryan no more, for real.
You see, I ain't say nothing when you mentioned them, dog. Like, I don't like them. Like,
right.
Anyway, man.
Said the tribal chief
it's a reason. It's a reason they put them two together.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so anywho, that is the pay-per-view for tonight.
The tribal chief, my Bumbaclot chief, he's going to win tonight. Bumbaclot Edge.
Hey, you gonna fuck both of them up, DB and Ed. So yeah, that's what's going down. 7:00 on Peacock.
Daniel Bryan, bring back the economical belt so I can roll it up and smoke a spliff.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in Wednesday for the old school show for that joke there, man. Tune in Wednesday for that joke there, all right? So moving on, y'all. Oh, man, we got some current news, man. Current news going on in the wrestling world, and a lot has happened today. You know what I mean? Well, this week, rather. We had an outbreak at the Performance Center.
Ooh.
All right? COVID is still going on. They're saying, the world's opening back up. However, there was an outbreak at the Performance Center, which is causing a lot of superstars not to be there, which is why a lot of them was on the video and things like that. So what do y'all think about the outbreak at the Performance Center? Matt?
I'm not surprised. Not surprised it happened. I mean, like you say, we're still dealing with COVID. It's still out here. Yeah, people get vaccinated. But even when you get vaccinated, you can still carry it on. So really, are we eradicating this, or are we just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because until everybody is vaccinated, it's still out there. Numbers are still, being reported. So anywhere an outbreak happens at this point, it's no surprise. We done been through this for over a year now. So it's going to happen. It's no surprise. Now, how many people got, caught up with it? Or however, what's the numbers report on that?
I don't have the numbers yet, but it's interesting that would happen. And then we see a promo like on NXT, you know what I mean? Okay, COVID's out there, but yet Adam Cole is getting up in Steven Regal's face.
I saw there was a promo on what show was it? The Piro, El Miro, and Cody match. AEW on Wednesday. At the end of that promo, Piro El Miro was going in the crowd, representing with the people. And I think, Nyla Rose was right there at the corner. She was like throwing up his sign or whatever. I don't think her, like some people had masks on, some had their mask pulled down. It was what it was. You know what I mean? I don't remember if she had her mask on or not, but he was like right there with the people interacting. And if they say, because really we hear reports about this and that, but it's like stuff be changing here and there. So it's like they really don't they have the vaccine, but as far as their limitations and, the procedures, we're supposed to wear double mask or don't wear double mask while you're doing this and that because you can't breathe. Like, come on, man. We either got to wear it or we don't. Y'all don't even know fully. So it's no surprise.
Okay. Hollywood.
Yeah, man, I can't even be funny on this topic. You guys done lowered the damn mood, but damn you guys. Um, honestly,
We love you, man.
I just think everybody should stay their ass in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Um, but then again, they're in Florida, so you know down there they don't. It's
They don't
different.
care.
Yeah,
In their own world.
yeah,
They need
they
to have a
don't.
bubble like the NBA did. Just make the bubble.
Well, they did
You know
make
what
the
I
bubble.
mean?
That's why Vince is mad because they did try to make a bubble down in Orlando and Tampa
Mm-hmm.
Bay.
Uh-huh.
Because they've been in the Thunderdome moved from the Amway Center, which was in Orlando, to Tampa Bay, and pretty much, I know how WWE operates. They and I know how their talent operates. So for the most part, they have been in a bubble. Vince is mad because people are now because of things that are becoming more lenient. People, the wrestlers, some of the wrestlers are being more lenient and going out and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Uh-huh.
and again, you know, it's one of those things where people just want to get out. I mean, it's hard to tell people not to get out because you never know what somebody's mental health is, and
Mm-hmm.
they might need
Facts.
to get out to get, you know what I'm saying, to get that release that they couldn't get by
Uh-huh.
staying in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like for
People have
me,
actually committed suicide over this because of that.
right? I mean, on a
Yeah, like
serious
Dak
note,
Prescott. I mean, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but Dak Prescott was one of those people. He was like, yeah, I feed off the energy of people. So
right,
this being in quarantine is really, you know what I'm saying, affecting me mentally. So you're
right,
absolutely correct.
right. So like, I
Uh-huh.
mean, with us here at 613, like this started because of the. I mean, I always. I mean, everybody that know me know I was going to plan on doing this stuff that I'm doing now, and this in the network. We was going to do this stuff with the network when we was going to do it. But at some point, you know, the quarantine gave me the opportunity to do it. For some
Mm-hmm.
people, you know what I'm saying, being in the house, like we were just saying, they get claustrophobic. They gotta go out. They gotta, you know. So it's hard. It's kind of a hard thing. But with COVID, I think people need to, you know, just I guess I don't know, be more cautious, man. Be more cautious,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you work for a company like WWE or AEW or any. Forget that.
Impact
Forget
or
it. Forget it.
New
Forget
Japan.
wrestling.
Well, they're in
Nah,
a different world over in New
forget
Japan.
wrestling. Forget wrestling. If you if you
Anything.
if you just care about
Just
the next
period.
person, yeah, if you just care about the next
Mm-hmm.
person, just this sacrifice that we this little sacrifice that we've had to do, if everybody just does their part, wear your mask, wash your hands, stay in the house, not go to public places, this shall overcome if we all get on the same page. So that's all I can say about that. And it's unfortunate, but hopefully, you know, the people that are infected, they get to recover real quickly, and you know, something that we can move on from.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, here's another side note, too, real quick. I'm going to make this one real quick. But when it comes to this COVID infection, a lot of people don't realize when you go to public places, yeah, they let people in, but they also do what? They do what they call a screen check, where they have these little stands where they check your eyeballs for your temperature and things like that. And that's all they do before they let you in. Now, with this COVID virus, it takes most people 3 or 4 days before they're even detected of
Right,
having it. So
right,
you could be carrying that shit around and go to a public place, try to get in, and you're not going to be detected as having a fever, but they're going to let you in. But whole T, you have the infection in you. And if you do something as quick as pull your mask down and speak, you're spreading the infection to the next person beside you
right,
and don't even know it.
right.
So please stay home if you can. I know we all want to get out, go party, have a drink, do whatever, but now ain't the time for that. It's coming soon. We will be back there. But as long as y'all keep going out, opening all these public places, beaches, courts, arenas, people are still going to keep getting infected, vaccine or no vaccine.
We're gonna lose
And
more people to
everybody hasn't
death.
had it yet.
Yeah,
So whether you got it, the person next to you might not have it. So please still stay home, people. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. And those that are infected, hey, prayers and well wishes going out to you, and we wish you a speedy recovery. And prayers and thoughts going out to those that have lost somebody during this time. All right.
Because we all have for the most part.
Right, exactly. So moving on from that, we had some other news in today, and this week, in which we heard Eric Bischoff is getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And it's like, what the fuck? One of my homeboys went to the military where he was like, yeah, I remember him from WCW. You know, so Hollywood, what are your thoughts on Eric Bischoff going into the WWE
Lord
Hall
have
of Fame?
mercy. You keep saying me Bumba Claude, Ross Claude, Hollywood. But you know Eric Bischoff do me, man.
These
Come
motherfuckers
on, man. You got to know,
here.
man. Come on, man. Bumba Claude, man. Selassie I. Yeah, man. Eric Bischoff is going in the Hall of Fame, man. Me can't be no happier for no one but Eric Bischoff. Let me tell you, Eric Bischoff, he left WCW like a fool because he got fired. They lost the company, went to WWE. They threw him in the trash truck, took him out the trash truck. Then he came back again, moved to Connecticut, and then they fired him again. That man deserves a hug. The least that Bob McLeod could do is put him in the Hall of Fame. That man done been through hell with WWE. He don't like Vince McMahon at all. He don't like Vince. But he's going in the Hall of Fame, and the NWO going in the Hall of Fame. So that's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope that Eric Bischoff, Sleazy E, gets Bob McLeod gets into the Hall of Fame. Now, I mean, I like when he was in WCW and he was giving us the WWE results. That was childish, and then it made me want to watch WWE. But again, they threw him out in a trash truck. He got beat up by every McMahon there is, even Linda.
Fired twice, or more than twice.
For no reason upon no reason. He was actually a good GM.
Mm-hmm.
But then they fired
Still
him.
got fired.
But then he think he go to AEW, and he think, oh, I'm going to go to AEW. Oh, yes, me go to AEW, get the paycheck from Tony Khan. Vince said, no. Let me put you upon my Hall of Fame. So, that's done.
Oh, shit. Matt Max, what are your thoughts on Eric Bischoff going to the Hall of Fame?
I mean, he earned it. He definitely earned it. As much as he been through and had to get, he definitely earned it. Like with the whole, you know, he did his thing in WCW, you know what I'm saying? He was part of the whole alliance and the merger and all that. And then, you know, when he was there, you know, they had him doing a lot over there, you know what I'm saying? And he's also been behind the scenes doing a whole lot in his career too, you know, writing, producing. He done had his hands in video game developments, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Martial arts background, you know what I'm saying? And he's also, we've seen him for you know, bring that to the ring and all that. But Bischoff, he's like what I would call the next Vince McMahon wannabe, in a sense. Like when it comes to like people.
The first Vince McMahon wannabe.
The first? I mean, I say the second just because Vince was like the first top-notch player as far as like owning wrestling companies that really got one main joint and put the shit on the map for real. Like you had a bunch of.
Because Vince did it.
Okay, the first wannabe.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, well that's what I meant too. Yeah, we're saying the same thing now.
Yep.
All right,
same page, brother.
Yeah, we're saying the same page. All right, yeah, I could have said something different. My fault. But yeah, so you definitely got to give my man his props, though. Like he done been around the globe, done been around the map, and did his thing, though. TNA, WCW, you know what I'm saying? WWE, WWF, whatever you want to call it at the time.
Ross
you know what I mean?
Said he did his thing. All right, put all them companies out of business.
Yeah, he definitely, you know what I'm saying, drug WCW in the mud. But he's also one of the reasons why the NWO got popping. And to a lot of people who aren't wrestling fans, the WCW and the whole NWO era and all that was one of the best, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's what got the fans competing with WWF at the time and had them beating their ass in the ratings. So you got to give Bischoff his credit for that. He put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? So whether y'all love him or hate him, you got to respect the man for the work he's done over the years. Because as a kid, for me growing up till now, to even still see the Bama, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I say, he tried to, you know, he wanted to make a move to AEW, but yeah, That whole Hall of Fame thing. Yeah, that's you
Vince was
stuck
like, hold
here,
on, I
nigga.
just lost
You
Big
with
Show and
us,
Christian. Nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going
I
nowhere.
said, nope. He
Lock,
probably
lock
even
in the
told him.
basement.
He
You know
probably
that same song, You Are Mine.
Vince probably didn't even tell him.
Right.
He probably found out the same way we found out when the announcement was made. He probably didn't even tell him.
Right. My man was probably out having dinner or doing something with his family, and they just got the news like, wait, what the fuck?
Got that Tiffany Haddish surprise. We're like, hold up. I'm in the Hall of Fame? You joking, right?
Right.
All right, so that
Like, damn it, I was supposed to go to AEW next week.
You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to go tomorrow, sign that damn contract.
Right. Now
you got a Hall of Fame contract, that Legends contract.
Exactly. But hey, man, love him or hate him. Because don't get me wrong, when that whole WCW era and Alliance era and all that was going on, like trust me, as a kid watching from the outside looking in, it was always like, boo this man, boo, fuck you, nigga. You know what I mean? But looking back on his career and everything he's done, like I say, he was just what we call the ultimate heel.
Mm-hmm.
He was another Vicky Guerrero, but better. He did more. Way more.
As Jose would say, he did what he was supposed to do.
Exactly. So, hey, man, let my man in.
Mm-hmm. He's his ass like he should have.
Right. So,
right.
props to him getting in on that, man.
That's what's up. Yes. Congratulations, Eric Bischoff. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved. And can't wait to see you get inducted. You know what I'm saying, at WrestleMania. All right. So next, we had news that Charlie Caruso being late to interviews with Sheamus and a couple other cats, Randy Orton, and she is about to be up out of WWE. What are your thoughts on that, Mad Max?
Look, man, I used to like Little Charlie, man. It was cool to see her backstage, you know, doing her little thing, whoop, whoop, whoop. But as we know, come on, how many times we done seen these little girls come and go back there? So it's nothing surprising. Now, why she's being late to interviews and all that, all right, shorty, what you doing? You had a sweet job, man. You had an easy mission. All you had to do was stand backstage. Right. All you had to do was stand backstage, hold a microphone when they tell you to, and interview whatever superstar coming up and just look cute doing it. And you could have did what a lot of these other girls do. You might have found your mate. You know what I'm saying? You could have came up, shorty. But now they done gave you the boot. So now you gotta go start over. I don't know if you was already, got your mate or whatever, but just looking at the history of how some of these backstage girls interviews do, hey, they come up, shorty. Like what's the old girl name that got with Bray Wyatt now? I forget her name. Yeah, Lil JoJo. Look at Lil JoJo, man. I fucked with JoJo. I was a fan of JoJo. And seeing how she done there, her and Bray got the whole family, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of them for that. Yeah, she is a home record. She definitely pulled an Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying? She definitely did that. But hey, that's their business. That's their business. That's their right. They young. That's their business. You know what I'm saying?
You said Renee Young.
I said Renee Young.
You said Renee Young.
Renee Young. That's who Charlie replaced. She could have been the next Renee Young.
Mm-hmm.
Because Renee Young
probably
doing her own thing, and she killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Renee doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Her and John Moxley married, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
About to have a baby, and I think the baby's already been born. So congratulations.
That's what I mean by people doing their job.
She definitely should have. She definitely like Charlie should have definitely did her the work come first, of course. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying you just do your job and then you just find you a wrestler and then you go retired. Nah, shorty, you could have came up off that job. You never know. You could have been because you also got to think every girl that's back there doing an interview is probably in WWE training to be a wrestler to some yet. You know what I'm saying? So who knows where she could have went with it if she would have just stuck around and did what she was supposed to do. And not be late to get, because you can't be late for interviews. That's a part of the show.
For a job, you can't be late to work.
Raw,
period.
Yeah, when we watch SmackDown and Raw, we look forward to we know those interviews are coming, and we look forward to seeing said face every week giving those interviews. Like she had a role. You know what I'm saying? And some people look forward to seeing Charlie every week interviewing Randy about Alexa or whatever the fuck was going on. Drew McIntyre come back there So you got hired, you signed a contract, do your job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can take you places, especially in this company.
Especially somebody, you know, saying like, yeah, we're on this podcast, but hey, I still got a regular job that I got to go to. I can't be late. You
Exactly.
Know what I mean?
We
like,
all got
cool.
jobs outside of this, or
yeah.
careers, or businesses, or whatever we do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like be a professional, show up. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hollywood, or no, I'm gonna say it is Gold Corner. Whoever come out. Gold Corner.
It's me, man. Listen.
All right.
I'm just gonna say this again. I'm gonna be brief. This show has been around for 3 months now. I did not think we were ever going to get to the point where we talking about Charlie Caruso. I tried to up the ante and take the show to the next level with the Rostamon T character. Mm-hmm. So I didn't think we were going to need to talk about Charlie Caruso.
Mm-hmm. It was just news. It just happened. What's your thought?
I have no comment on Charlie Caruso.
No comments.
I don't give two shits if she's there or not.
I mean, yeah, that's what I say. Look, we done seen these girls come and go.
Renee was put like this. Well, we're lucky that we're generational wrestling fans. Mm-hmm. So we were graced with the Mean Genes, even when what's my man name from the Freebirds. Michael Hayes was the backstage guy.
P.S. Hayes.
We was Michael Cole was a backstage guy at some point. Renee Young. We've been graced with that ilk of backstage people. Charlie, regardless of what you do, baby girl, listen. Just like Max was saying, man, find you an opportunity. You know, not necessarily a wrestler or whatever. And if you need another exit out, just do your job good now. So when you do exit out, you'll be marketable. But you don't want to have that stain on your resume that you show up late to work, and you're showing up late to work at a place that y'all not even traveling right now.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's all in one place.
It's all in one place. So you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. They working you to death. You know what I'm saying? You on ESPN. You on ESPN 1, 2, 3. The Portes.
But how's she getting worked to death when all she doing is interviewing people backstage for 30 seconds to a minute?
But that's for you to say because you don't do that type of work. For them, it could be stressful to her. Like I had a conversation with somebody about mental health yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I was telling them the way we might interpret things is not the way certain people might interpret it. Maybe she don't.
No, that's true.
Maybe she did come in like one thing you did mention is most of them come in with aspirations to be wrestlers. Byron Saxon is one of those people. Byron Saxon was a wrestler, if y'all didn't know, in FCW when he first came in, and they made him an announcer.
Right.
And the dude from Retribution was a wrestler. They made him announcer, but then he went back to being a Retribution.
Back to being a wrestler.
Oh, you talking about the dude with the dreads?
Yeah.
The big dude. Yeah, I remember.
Brock crushed his ass.
That's the one I was gonna say. Yeah, that's the one Brock had put through the table and shit.
She might be fed up that they're not letting her wrestle. We don't know what the
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? No,
that's true.
Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not giving her an excuse. I ain't
because you still signed a contract.
Yeah, I'm not saying, Shawty, you should be late to work. All I'm saying is it sounds like she's disinterested in the job. And if you are disinterested in the job, then use this as an opportunity for the next step of your life. Because you're not going to get to an ABC or CNN or any of those type of companies if you couldn't even work in the WWE.
Not true.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and then do we know if she even tried to voice her opinions to management?
Probably not. Or she probably, put it like this, what we've learned from WWE wrestlers that have left and talent or anybody that's been in WWE, they've all voiced their opinion.
And when they do, it usually don't end well for them.
The ones that it shouldn't end well.
For some it does. For some it don't.
For some, but somebody like her, it probably wouldn't.
Nah, I think, and I know we got more show to talk about, but I'll give you a prime example. I think John Moxley went in there with his ideas, and they was like, no. And he was like, all right, I'm going out.
And he was like, fuck it, I'm out, that's how a lot of them do,
But he's not doing anything better than he was doing there in AEW.
Facts. So you're right. That's exactly what we go back to what we said about Zack Ryder earlier.
Yeah, some people, if you let them guide you, they can guide you to other doors. And you know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to defend WWE here. I know people might think that's what I'm saying, but that's not what I'm saying. Sometimes you just doing your job for the contract that you sign can open up the doors for you. And if you mess up during that contract, then other people not gonna want to deal with you, even regardless if it was WWE or Def Jam Records or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you right.
You get that stink on you, and then it's hard to get it off. And then sometimes you get
Mm-hmm.
blackballed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From
Nah,
what it sounds
definitely.
like to me, it just sounds like she was showing up late to work. That's the one thing I hate with the dirt sheets, that we know so much about this type of stuff, because we shouldn't know. This shouldn't be public
Right.
knowledge.
And see, honestly, for
Mhm.
me, I don't read dirt sheets. Like, I don't get into that too much. I do it like I come across shit more than I purposely go look for shit. You know what I'm saying? I come across shit accidentally, like just randomly looking. It's like, oh wait, what is this? Oh shit, wow.
Yeah, I don't
But
click on
I'd
this type
rather
of
just
stuff.
be that outside fan looking in just to watch and see what's going on and keep it like the fantasy that it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring too much realism into the whatever's going on, because like I say, I just want to be a fan. But growing up, being older, it's like, okay, some shit is cool to know about backstage and behind the scenes, but certain things I just rather not know.
Okay. Well, with that being said, it was also put out backstage, and I still want y'all thoughts on this. No more leg slaps. Means no more leg slaps when they're kicking or hitting, and that's pretty much been put out there. So, what do y'all think about that? Matt?
And next subject.
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna say too much on that, but I mean, I kind of agree with it, because I mean, we done seen that shit time and time again over the years. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker do like a super kick or whatever. You see them slap their fucking leg just to give like a sound effect into the microphones that's set up around the ring. Now, as we know, this is 2021. The mics have gotten stronger around the ring. So ain't no need for all that leg slapping and shit, because you're only doing a dead giveaway to let us know that the shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear like a natural kick of someone's boot touching somebody's chin. You know what I'm saying? And with the way y'all got the mic set
We
up,
saw Sami Zayn, and that's what caught my
fucking
attention.
Like Shawn
and that's why I wanted to.
Shawn Michaels ain't never slapped his damn leg.
Right.
Right, he just kicked the shit out you, and you still heard that shit.
Right, but even still,
So
and that's why I brought up the point. Hold on, Matt.
Oh, good.
That's why I brought up the point with Sami Zayn, because as you saw, Sami Zayn almost hit his leg, but he just gave Kevin Owens all of it. You know what I mean? Like, he ate all that shit. So that's why I wanted to get your thoughts on that, because it's like business may be about to pick up with that.
Well, with Sammy and Kevin?
Not with Sammy and Kevin, but just all the wrestlers, period. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, selling
you know
the
what I mean?
moves.
Because we've been talking about how they don't be selling for a minute, but now it's like, okay, y'all got to step y'all game up. You know what I mean? So, hey, come on now.
Yeah, because watching all these other wrestling.
The pop with the cell for a long time. The pop on the leg with the cell for a long time. And when they first started doing it, and you couldn't, and we didn't know, and that's another thing Max said that's important. You know, reading the dirt sheet sometimes gives away certain things. But before we knew that they were slapping their legs, when we saw people getting super kicked, and we heard that pop the first couple times, everybody was like, "Oh shit." Now it's like we know they slapping their leg. It's like you're not even driving through the kick. Sometimes they don't even kick them on the damn face.
Right.
They kick them on
it's
the
gotten
shoulder.
to a point now where I'm purposely looking at the contacts. Like, was that real? Was that real? Like, that's where it's gotten to now for me. Right. I'm looking to see if a motherfucker really got hit, or, was that fake, or did he sell that, or whatever.
And that takes me back to the Bobby Lashley and Sheamus match, because like those blows were real. They was getting it in. Like, I thought I was in there watching the cage fight.
Yeah, if y'all think, for y'all people out there listening, if y'all think wrestling is 100% fake, you done lost your fucking mind.
Right.
Get in the ring with one of them niggas and see how that shit really feels.
Hey, man, SOD Money Gang, fuck that shit, man. SOD Money Gang, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking to. That's exactly who I'm talking to, because I hope he's listening. Bruh, I'm ready for you to get in the ring with one of these cats and then come tell us how you feel afterwards.
Exactly. Go get stretched out a little bit. Go get stretched out a little bit. Guess what? The Hart dungeon is still open. R.I.P. to Stu Hart, but the dungeon is still open. Go down there and get stretched out a little bit. Take a couple of chops to the chest and tell us how you feel.
I don't want
you know what I mean?
Feel me?
I don't want that.
He ain't gonna die.
Look,
kill him.
He ain't gonna die. He gonna go to training.
Man.
He gonna go to training.
We actually got two cats that actually need to get taught a lesson. We got him and Lil Bow.
We don't care about Bow Wow no more.
No, we don't.
Bow Wow
But at
done.
this point, I just still want to see, like, since they're so adamant about coming in here thinking that they about to regulate, okay, let them come try.
No,
I want to see this.
I want to see Bow
I
Wow
want to
fight
see this.
Marco Stunt. That's who I want to see Bow Wow fight. I don't even want
Want
to
to see
see.
a
And that's
fight
the
who?
job I gave Marco Stunt.
I want
Marco
to see
Stunt, the
Bow Wow
A.
versus Marco Stunt.
Job for
Hey,
hire,
Bow
baby.
Wow was meant for AEW. Soldier Boy is meant for WWE. Bow Wow could fit in perfectly in AEW. It wouldn't make no sense that he's in AEW, just like AEW don't make no sense most of the time.
And with that, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at the cliffhanger. You know what I mean? I like that. So that's been the show for the day, fellas.
Hold on.
You know
My bum McLeod. Hold on. My bum McLeod said that's the show? What?
That's the show,
What?
man.
No.
What you talking about, man?
No.
What you talking about, man? You talking about roster, man? You be popping up and out, man. I'm gonna have to you got to get a signal or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike T's gonna have to send me a beep or something.
No, the
or you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to have a talking gorilla with him, man. Because you just be coming out the blue with chair shots.
Listen, the Rastaman don't know nothing about no gorilla. The only gorilla Rastaman knows is when the Rastaman had to eat food, had to go kill the gorilla. That's the only Rastaman know about the gorilla. Okay, and the goat, they eat the carry goat too. They kill the goat, everything. But
Lord
the Rastaman said, look, the Rastaman want to go 24 hours. So keep the show going.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, look, Tony Cash.
Hey, young.
I need y'all to get the boy.
somebody get this man some red stripes or something. You know what I mean? Get this man some curry. Get him some jerk.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Hook him up, man, so he can go relax and kick back and put on some reggae tunes, play his Bob Marley, and roll him up a big bump clock
call the boys, man. We got to call the posse. Hey, Tony Cash. Check out my boys, Tony and Cash, on Thursdays at 11. You know what I'm saying? The ladies of facts. I need y'all help too with this guy, man. Like, this guy got too many personalities, man, but I love him. You know what I mean? Di, you know what I'm saying? Miss Trini, the rest of the facts crew. You know what I mean? These ladies talking about politics, relationships, life, and entertainment every Friday morning. Make sure you check them out on the 613 Faye Production on YouTube. Mad Max, tell the people where they can find you at, man. Did you have fun today?
Oh, man, you already know, man. I enjoyed this, man. Like, this is my second week going here, and I'm just letting y'all know I'm having a great time, man, and I'm here. I'm here for this. I'm ready.
I had to calm you down.
Stay
man.
ready.
You be going in like Jose sometimes, but we're going to talk about it. But tell the people where they can find you at, baby.
Y'all can find me at Max Simmons, MAXX Simmons on Facebook. Y'all can holler at me on Instagram at Simonium, SIMMONIUM. Y'all can also hit me there on Twitter. And make sure y'all check out my website, man. I got my own shoe brand, my own shoe line I just recently released. www.aliveshoes.com/Xavier-Soul-6. Holla at your boy.
All right. Gold Corner. Whoever want to come out. Tell the people where they can find you at.
It's Hollywood, man. It's me, man. Listen.
I tell you, look, it's like Split, man. You seen Split?
Yeah.
It's like, man. Listen. Oh my goodness. Where the Love Guru at? I miss the Love Guru.
Now, about that, we all saw a movie with Richard Pryor with the dude that had to drive his car with like 30-something personalities on that motherfucker.
There you go. Nah, that's what I'm talking. There you go. Love Guru. What's up, baby?
Love Guru. Remember on this show back in the day, brother, when we had the show and we had a joker on the show called Colin? Remember that joker?
Yeah, Pipe Bomb.
When everybody said Mr. Pipe Bomb was the show? Well, he's been replaced greatly because Hollywood, the Love Guru, Rastaman, everybody's here. Lord have mercy.
Oh, good to have you back, Love Guru. Good to have you back, baby. Hey, tell the people they can find you at, man.
Okay, but this me, Mike T. Hey, listen, I'm going to spell it out for y'all. Listen, my Twitter is AEWISTHEWRST. My Instagram is WWECUTTHCHECK.
Cut the check.
And my Facebook is IMPACT_PLEASE.
Stop now.
It's like, no. I know there's gonna be some people like, what was he saying? What did he say? But nah, Mike T 304 on Twitter, M Turner 304 on Instagram, and Mike Turner, Michael. But what is my name on Facebook? I don't know. One of them names, Michael Turner on Facebook, and of course you can follow us at 613. Most times you'll probably be communicating with me, but that's soon to change because I don't want to keep doing it all by myself. Because when I comment back to y'all, depending on my mood, I might be somebody different. So you might get a comment from Rastaman T that's like, Bumba Clyde, get out of my Bumba inbox with this. Somebody inboxed us one day. We should talk more about ECW.
Why?
After the ECW show. Like,
talk about how they almost killed people.
I said, we talked about that for 2 hours. What the hell else is there to talk about?
Oh man, Lord have mercy. Hey, Lord help them. We love our fans. Hey, keep bringing the comments. Keep sending in the messages. You know what I mean? Give us your thoughts. You know what I mean? Give us your takes. Let us know your predictions for who you think gonna win tonight. And catch us next week as we come back for the fallout of Fastlane. All right. So once again, I am your host, Marshall, Mr. Soulman Simmons. You can catch me on Twitter at Soulboy1521 and on Instagram and Facebook. Marshall Simmons is the name. Soulman, baby. And as Hollywood Mike T, everybody in the gold corner said, you can catch us on Facebook at 6/13 Faye Productions and on Instagram at 613 Faye DMV. So once again, guys, it's been a pleasure. Can't wait to see y'all again next week. And as we say here at In the Four Corners of Wrestling, leave this shit to the professionals. Don't try this at home. And we out.
But check it, man. The Rasta man here. Sting, retire, man.